All right, Demon Phil here, and we have got Unscripted episode 8. Giving it just a couple more minutes here, make sure we get some more people in here. And as you come in, if you'll let me know in the comments, you can see and hear me. I appreciate that. And let's get this shared out. Let me get a couple things here and get this going. Hope everybody's had a great evening, had some fun. I had another interview that I did prior to this. We had a blast with that. And now we're going to go ahead and unwind and try to get in as little possible, trouble as we can, but also get in trouble, but not get in major trouble, if that makes any sense. Of course, with the guests that I've got tonight, there's no guarantee on any of that. So now, just to let my guests know, backstage in the private chat, I just put the link back there. If you want to go ahead and share that out in Facebook, it'll only be on YouTube. They can come watch it over here. Hey, Scott, appreciate you being here. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the audio because it was kicking out earlier on the prior interview, and then now it's loud and clear. So I don't know. But we'll give this just a minute, get a couple more people in here. Scott, if you don't mind sharing this out for me, I'd certainly appreciate that as well. And of course, I got Jim Noble back there in the back, and he's making all kinds of gestures and whatnot to try to throw me off, but I'm used to it by now. We're on episode 8. All right, let me remove this banner here. All right, so Unscripted, episode 8, Demon Phil here. We got a great show for you tonight. With Unscripted, if you've never been here or you're going to be watching this later on or anything and don't understand it, it's basically, it's unscripted. I don't have anything written out, no notes or anything like that. We just get up here and basically shoot the shit, have some fun, drink a few. Try not to offend, but if we do, the button for the exit is right over there. Just make sure you hit that and you'll be fine. 4 major rules that we abide by in here, which are no politics, no religion, no drama, and no negativity. Damn you, Jim Noble. I swear it is his goal every single show to mess me up in the middle of this whenever I'm trying to get everything set up. All right, so oh, good God, Chuck. All right. Yeah. So let me thank my sponsors before I forget who they are. So first up, we got Totally Rad Comics, which has got Totally Rad Life of Violet #3, which is on Kickstarter. If you're not backing it already, you need to be. We have got Codex Entertainment, which has got Lily the Demoness #4, which comes out in 3 days. We have got Naughty Fairy Stripper Assassins, which is out right now with #4 on Kickstarter. Again, if you're not backing it, you need to be doing so. And then, of course, we have Pantsless Pizza. Pantsless Pizza, if you don't know enough about, big reveals coming up on that one. Jim, do not stand up. All right, so now that that's out of the way, I guess I need to go ahead and bring my guest out here. I don't know if we should leave Jim in the back to kind of cool down a little bit. He probably needs it for his phone anyway. So let's go ahead and start this out. It looks like everybody is up and ready. Yep, we're good. All right, so let's go ahead and start this off. So we're going to go ahead and start out with ladies first on this one. We have December here. We're going to bring her out.
Hey, everyone.
Welcome to the show.
Hi, thanks for having me back.
Oh, absolutely. And we have got Chuck Pinot.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was enjoying this random comic book. How are all of you?
Love it.
What's up, gang?
We have got Sean Barber joining us this time.
I, too, happen to be enjoying random comic book. Weird.
My random comic book is packed, or else I'd be joining you as well. And then, of course, we got the Clown King.
Hey, all right. Greetings from Podcastville. We are on episode number 8. So this is episode 8, the last podcast. So here we are, June 27th, 2020. So happy to be here. Brought to you in
We
part
made it
by
this far.
Budweiser, King of Beers. I'm only here for the hot girl.
Now,
Hey,
I'm
Chuck, did you hear
hoping-
that?
yeah,
I did.
You got your first fan. This is awesome.
Hey, Tom. Hey.
Tom, I brought your hot chick.
Scott, I'm sending you hearts too. I expect the same in return.
Hey, Scott.
Great.
this is too much.
How to
fun.
do, everybody?
I always feel like this is like the Brady Bunch situation what we've got going on. Like, doesn't that feel like that? Like, it's like,
Oh, Russell said he might not
What's up,
show up
Russell?
because he was going to be writing. So
That's what
what's
I thought
up?
too.
Yeah,
Come on.
yeah, writing.
There you go, Jim. Now you got your hearts.
Yes, I want blue hearts. Can you put blue hearts in? I like
Oh,
blue.
my
That's my favorite color.
You are such a fucking slave driver.
hey,
all right,
hey,
we're off the gate
don't
on
say
this
that.
one.
Exactly.
I like it.
Chuck, we've only been here for like 3 minutes out in the open here, and you've already thrown the F-bomb out there. That is
Chuck
great.
fits
record.
right in. I don't want to hear any
Dude.
naysaying right now.
Dude, I waited 3 minutes for a fuck. Like, holy shit, guys. I
Hey,
thought
I'll
I was
get
being
you.
good.
Oh God. I don't know if your wife would like it if I give you a fuck.
He's got to be on
Here's
brand
what I
from the
like.
beginning.
Seems too
When-
long.
Now, no, there's not. Tom's asking if there's a cancellation. There's not a cancellation. He's running late, is what he said. We're going to see how long that lasts with that. But Steph Wilson is supposed to be joining us, so we're just waiting to see if he's going to show up in here. Jim seems to think he's scared of him or something like that. So I don't know if Steph's scared of Jim, and that's why he's not coming in. I don't know.
If you
No, I
think Tom
just think-
Hutchinson gives Steph Wilson a lot of edits, wait till you see all the totally rad edits I give Steph Wilson.
I think he's just finishing the 15th cover that he's doing today.
I know. Speaking of Steph Wilson covers, I mean, you could find this on the Totally Rad website. Totally Rad Comics presents #1. This is the cream pie cover because there is a cream pie. Whoops, not there. Right here. Right there. Hot
That's
cream
fantastic.
We need the Zoom button, please.
Yeah, right?
pie. I'm writing a story about a guy with the, hey, how dare you? I don't have a receding hairline. You have a receding hairline.
I
No, he
also have
doesn't,
a
'cause he's smart. He wears a
cover
hat.
that showed up today. This is from Penny for Your Soul #7.
Oh, wait, you got it in?
Huh?
Ooh.
This is
That's
it's
good.
really nice. You'll notice a monorail in the background right there. This is like the color doesn't even show up as spectacularly as it could. Doesn't do it justice. But technically, this was Steph's first cover for BDI. But yeah, this is Las Vegas. Penny for Your Soul #7. Contact Tom Hutchison from Big Dog Inc. if you need one.
Now, speaking of
So
Tom,
on
I'm going to
stage
give my shout out and go ahead and put this out there. Speaking of Tom, I got a shout out because I actually received my box in from BDI today, which was the stuff that I'd been getting from the Doghouse stuff, and I got my first ever metal cover. I do already have the pictures, and a post will be put up on Facebook tomorrow. I just didn't have time today to do that, and they're already packed so that they don't get damaged, because with all the stuff that's being packed and moved around here, I just want to make sure nothing was messed up on that. So definite shout out on that.
Sweet.
Yeah, and Steph has tons of covers right now on Totally Rad Life of Violet. There he is! Yay! Just talking about you.
How's it going?
Hey, we're showing this.
Yeah, and I was showing this one.
That the one December has. That's my first BDI.
See?
I got Steph too.
I got that one too. That's awesome.
Shit. We don't have one.
Another Steph.
Sean, we're left out here, buddy.
I was gonna say we'll get Sean. We'll get you.
I don't know how everybody doesn't have a cover by me. I mean, there's
We already flashed our goods, dude.
I know, right? We flashed our covers.
Now, let me ask you this, Steph. I mean, you don't know how people don't, everybody doesn't have your covers, but do you have a copy of Belial?
What's that?
You don't know how everybody doesn't have a, copy, of your covers and everything, but do you have a copy of Belial?
No, I don't.
We might have to change that.
We do.
And
have
how
to
does
change
one get a copy of Belial?
That's an excellent question.
a sales?
You can drop by facebook.com/Belial Comic, give us a message, and we'll get you one of these bad boys.
Excellent.
Yes, and it is well worth it. I did a
Thank
review on there, and it is
Okay.
yeah.
That was a great review. Yeah, that was freaking awesome. Can I? Sorry, and I don't mean to point any
And especially
particular
nice, I
person
heard that
out.
Chuck's giving out selfies.
Motherfucker, I am giving out selfies. They're half nudes just for you.
Why not full?
Go full.
Because you have to pay for full. I have an OnlyFans, and I need to.
Yeah.
Papa needs to get paid.
We're
Hold on.
during. This is during COVID, okay? Not everybody has money.
Right.
Alright.
It's the fans.
What is your OnlyFans? I have OnlyFans, and I would like to subscribe.
OnlyFans /
And when he
Chuck
says half,
Nasty.
he means like the left half. You get a full frontal, but it's only like the left half.
Oh, okay.
/ Chuck Nasty. That's it, man. That's it.
Uh-oh.
Very good.
So I was gonna ask though, December, we
Yeah.
have never met. I don't know you. So do you mind if I ask, who are you and what do you do? I'm really interested.
Everybody's met December.
How do you
I
know?
have
can
not-
tell you that
I have not
I'm
met
from
you.
heaven and I'm an heiress.
Okay, Jim was talking.
Huh?
I
Jim
said
was talking.
I have not met you. Technically.
Okay, but technically, I didn't hear a damn word she
Oh,
said
I'm sorry.
because you were saying.
I told everybody that I floated down from heaven and I'm an heiress. But
I
no,
believe all of that.
huh?
I believe all of that.
Nice. No, I'm a former professional wrestler. I wrestled for 8.5 years, primarily in Chicago on the independent scene. Since then, I write a little bit for Big Dog Inc. And since then, I have a little. Like, I don't know if I'm supposed to talk about the projects I have in comics, but I do have a couple of projects coming up in independence with comics. But I do.
Is it-
I do writing poetry mainly for independent publications as well outside of comics. But Tom Hutchison from Big Dog Inc. had me write a poem for his comic, and that's how I'm affiliated with the comic scene right now.
Sweet.
But nice to meet you both, and
Nice to meet you.
add me on Facebook, and I'll make sure that I pimp out your your comics too.
Thank you. That'd be
Yeah.
amazing.
I'll tell you right now, Chuck. Now Chuck is his main forte is editing and writing, so you need to get a hold of December's poetry that she's got. It is some amazing stuff.
I would
You're
love
the
that.
best,
I don't get
Phil.
enough.
Yeah.
I don't get enough poetry in my life, so I'd love that. I'd be down for that.
Well, hopefully it's the kind that you'd want to keep in your life. I hope so. Anyway.
You know, I mean, honestly, the thing about poetry is that it's all good because there's always a piece of yourself in there. So as long as you're honest, I think that there's a beauty to be found in it.
I agree with that. The ones that I write like morbid fairy tales, like takes on that, and I also write about like what it's like in the ring. Like if a lot of times I hit my head sometimes, and I talk about like what that's like about not really a concussion, but sometimes what it's like to be concussed and like seeing things in the ring that like one time I did this kind of long poem about like if Alice in Wonderland was a wrestler and like her Wonderland was what happened if she got a concussion. And so like she's on her way to the hospital, but everything she sees is like the Cheshire Cat and the Duchess and the crying kid and the like the promoter was the Mad Hatter and stuff like that. And I just had fun with it. So if you want to read it, I'll send it to you. So that might be a fun one for you to start.
I would love
I'm
that.
in.
That sounds fucking cool.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I had fun writing it. I mean, it was a little kind of close to home, obviously, because some of the stuff did happen. Like, I've heard promoters tell people, like, don't tell them you were wrestling, like, 'cause, you know, doctors don't care, but insurance does, type of thing. But, yeah, I had fun with it. Yay!
What's up, Lewis?
Damn, he left Steph out.
Well, Steph wasn't here at the time, I don't think, because that was earlier. so-
Oh,
No.
okay. I was about to say he
Or
did
he's
you
not
dirty.
with us. We don't know.
Was that from earlier?
Yeah, that was from earlier. Now, Steph,
okay.
I got to ask.
Oh, God.
So, whenever we were putting together this panel and everything, and then December sent me this message and said, Steph's in, and I was like, I'm sorry, what? Steph's always way too busy and everything, and I respect that and all, So how is it that you have time to be up here and spend some time with us tonight? Because not that I'm complaining.
Oh, technically because I don't have time. But, you know, I mean, I've only got one connecting cover and another cover to finish before June 30th. So
Connecting cover. What's that for?
I have no idea. I just draw things. People ask me to do things. I just draw them. You know, I don't even know anymore what I'm drawing or who I'm drawing it for.
Now, to be fair, like when I asked, I didn't know if like you had been asked ever to do it. So like I didn't know that this was like a big like thing that we'd have to like trumpet your arrival. So this is actually like really, really cool that I mean, it's obviously cool that you're here, Steph, but like thank you big time for coming. This is awesome. I'm honored to be on your first channel. That's big. What?
I love all you guys.
I love you. You're awesome. Every time we talk, it's like the highlight of my day.
I didn't want to miss out on this at all. And you know, I mean, you know, it's Phil. You know, man. You know, you know, he interviews Brian Polito. Does he ever have me on his show? No. So do I really want to do Phil's show? No, not at this point. But when I heard Chuck was going to be here, I kind of felt like the last Unscripted. Chuck was just kind of underrepresented because everybody else knew each other. So we heard a little bit from Chuck, but for the rest of the show, we missed out. And the guy like dropped an F-bomb every other word. And I'm thinking, this is a guy I want to be on a show with. You know? because between Jim, wait, point now what, and Chuck, I mean, it's got to be a riot. And you're always on, like 100% on. So I figured this would be cool.
Me?
Yeah.
Dude, I am watching my cursing so bad tonight. You have no idea. I have to like.
Why? Wait, what the fuck are you talking about?
I want to like. I gotta try and make you guys think that I'm civilized. I will swear so much.
Oh, that's some bullshit.
It's a lot, like a lot. I swear so much.
Okay, I gotta ask. Did you pick up the cursing from wrestling? Was that?
Oh God, no. I'm Italian.
I mean, first of all, if you're the only girl in a room full of guys, innocence is out the
sounds like a porn
window.
Chuck.
Hey, I write comics about that.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do.
Sean, are you freezing up? It looks like you're freezing up.
Yeah.
I think he is.
Yeah, he's kind of a little frozen there. He's almost as frozen as my freezer.
And your phone in like 10 minutes when you have to put it in there.
Yeah, I know.
Message him, Phil, so he knows it.
Sean, wake up. Where are you, buddy?
He's in Wonderland. He's concussed.
Uh-oh.
Sean, if you can hear me, go ahead and drop out, come back in.
Wait, that means I get to be in the middle again. Yes.
That's what she said.
Hey. That's a line from one of my books.
Chuck, do you know how expensive that is going to be one day?
Yeah, like, and Steph is
sign
going to toss it.
Go out and go back in.
Don't throw that out. Put that up to auction.
I'll stick it in with your commission.
All right, cool. Thank you.
Okay.
I'll keep it.
Here's a question. How hard did you guys have to work to get your signature down for signing books and whatnot?
Oh, I can tell you. I've had my signature down since I was in the Navy because I was a logistics specialist, and every time I delivered parts, I'd always have to sign. So I made it like my signature is like a doctor's signature. Like it's
so you use the same signature that you used to sign a check?
No.
What's a check, Chuck?
No.
What century are you from? What is a check?
Yeah, hey. No, here, I'll show you right now. Hold on a second.
Good to see you, Steph. Really fucking good to see you.
So, that's my signature. It doesn't even, you can see the E. The E is the only readable part. Jim E. Noble. That's my signature.
It's like Jim to the E power Noble.
I think for my birthday, my grandma would give me a check and a hard candy, Chuck. I don't even know
Is
what
it a
this
ribbon
thing
candy
is.
stuff?
My grandma wouldn't even give me the candy, so
the candy that's stuck in the bowl. When you try to pick one up, you pick up the entire freaking bowl of candy that's stuck
one
together.
of those green candy glass dishes with the lid on it,
There.
like with the dust
Not
on top.
complicated.
See,
that's
signature-
cool.
Steph's signature is way better than mine. Like, at least his is readable.
And
His has to be. He's an artist.
that little triangle is a devil's tail on the end.
Oh, I thought it was something else.
Around, and I regret it now because that's an extra step when I'm signing. I'm like, oh crap, I gotta put that in. So
There he is.
oops, Sean's back.
Yes.
Either Sean
Yeah,
is really
Chuck's
quiet-
signature.
I'm gonna try it again. We'll see.
Is that yours, Chuck? That's a nice one.
Yeah. That's my symbol, and then I always put the year. I've been doing that since about 92.
Well,
Since
probably
before I was
considering
born.
You still know what a check is.
I do. Yeah, well, I do know what a check is because I can bounce the fuck out of them.
What the hell's what are you doing, December?
To do my signature. What?
What are you doing?
I was
You're
getting a
moving
piece of
all
paper
around.
so that I can do my signature.
Oh, okay.
Phil,
Hey, at
where's
least
your
give us a
signature?
If you're gonna be jumping around like that.
Where's your signature, Phil?
Yeah, Phil.
I don't have one for anything. I'm not famous enough to have a signature.
Oh yeah, okay.
Not
Have you
yet.
seen the fucking people you're hanging out with?
You're going to be on the streets, and you're going to be like, you're on that show with all those guys.
There you go.
Oh, that is perfect. I like that.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
It's a
So-
little complicated, isn't it? Couldn't you just do
Does it bother
snowman?
you that you don't have an eye so you can heart it?
I know.
Oh, God,
doesn't
no.
that suck?
Because here, I'll show you why.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Oh, cute.
Oh, I see.
I just add one.
Oh shit. Sean apologized. He said his phone is overheating, so I'm gonna just tell him to sit in the fridge like the other
Hey, check
fucking
that
idiots
out.
do.
Tom put a devil tail on his signature. Yeah, it's just when the S swooped around one day, I put a triangle on the end for a little devil's tail, and then that kind of stuck. And then you know what happens after a couple of years, you can't change it.
See, I thought the S was like supposed to be you, and the triangle. Well, never mind.
No.
And see, I've noticed that with Tom's actually, because his does change with Penny for Your Soul, which is interesting because I have different books and it's like, wait a minute, is this the same one? And it's the exact same signature, just a little bit different on the end.
Well, I was gonna say too, Natalie Sanders, I noticed did that. Like she's got some signatures that are like the logo on her earlier books, they look a certain way, and she used to sign it, I think, that way. And then if she signs it at a con, it's just she doesn't like cross her name anymore. It's just like linear.
Right. Well, and I was kind of thinking, like, you know, like you got to sign the book before you go and get it printed. A lot of artists do like a block thing with their initials, and then that when you go to a con to have it sign it, they're actually their signature. Like, you know, if you look, a lot of the artists have like a little block shape with their initials or something for the cover for the printing. And then that way, when they sign it, they're actually signing with their signature. And I keep thinking, man, I should have come up with that before I got 40-some covers, because, boy, that would look really cool right now.
Before I
Now
got
it's
40
late.
covers or so.
20 of which are totally rad covers.
They're
There's a
totally
lot of
rad.
totally rad covers.
The first thing I ever saw you do, Steph, was Niobe.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah.
You see, now that's the thing. I get slammed a lot, and I'll take the hits for the circle templates and the boobs. But Niobe, total butt shot cover. Half of my covers are butt shot covers. I get no credits for ass. None.
I beg to differ.
I like them.
Wendy's
I know.
online con.
Hey, you get no credit for ass. I get no ass. So either way, I think that all kind of
Okay,
balances
it works.
out.
It works. And I think Jim's been without some for a while, too. I keep
No.
pointing the wrong way. I think reversed.
For what it's worth, I love the ass covers. Like
Right?
you,
The butt
you
shots?
just barely see them, so it's different, and it's. I mean, I like them better. That's just me, though.
And
Still.
I like a little bubble in the butt, and that seems
Right.
to be popular.
Yeah.
It seems to be really popular with the girls too. I mean, not every girl has a supermodel bottom, but a little bubble butt is adorable as hell, and I like them. And the women,
That's because most girls are not stick figures, so it's like when they
Right.
see that, they're like, "That's me," because that's how I am. I'm like, that looks like me. That's why I want to buy it.
right? Like they don't feel like, oh my god, you know, here's this supermodel cover. They
Yeah.
look at her, you know, like that stripper one I did for Wendy. That's a round butt, and you know what? That's what a lot of women have, and it looks gorgeous. I don't know what the problem is.
Even if I wasn't like that, I'd be like, that's way cuter anyway. So I'd probably go with that.
Yep.
Now that one that you did, Steph, for Wendy's online con, that actually went with the gold cover.
Yes.
Yes.
That was,
Love that
was
one.
the butt shot. That was the epitome of it there.
Do you want me to grab it? It's like right on
The
wall.
butt?
The butt?
No, the cover.
I was thinking the same thing. I'm glad we're all on the same page.
I like hit her up special for that one, and that's how I met Wendy. So that was awesome.
Is that Wendy Shaner?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, my wife's name is Wendy, and so it just screws with my head.
Here, this one. In gold.
Yay.
Oh, yeah, I
There you
did
go.
see that one. Yeah, that's nice.
Now I got news for you guys though. This is the thing. I drew that, but it's just line work. That's Carrie Ann. She did the coloring on that. You see the counter lighting in the butt there? That's what gave it shape. It came out.
Yeah, that's what makes it pop.
The bizarre thing is, what I love so much about that cover is that we did it in gold. We did it in foil. We did it in this. Then Carrie and I put it on an 8-foot banner. There is literally nothing you can do with this butt shot that doesn't look fantastic. Like, we put it on an 8-foot banner, and it still looked that good. And I was like, that's crazy. But that's not me. That's colorist. People don't realize, you know, like, the art part of it. Yeah, that's great. I'll draw the shape. But it's the colorist that does a large part of the work. They bring it to life, you know. If they do it right, it looks 3D. You know?
Chuck, what
If
are
they
you
don't do
doing?
It right, it looks so flat. Sean's
Great
back.
question.
No, Sean's back in comments.
No, yeah, he's in the comments now. No, my dogs were barking, so I kept trying to mute my mic.
Soothing voice, soothing radio voice. Yes, Chuck, you have a face for radio.
Oh, yeah. We're coming at you hard and long,
Sean,
people.
we'll wait for you.
Coming at you live. Billy in the whale.
Sean actually let me know. He's like, yeah, my webcam got completely fucking overheated. I'm like, put it in the fridge. You're fine.
Put it in the fridge. Put it in the freezer.
But he said he'll watch from YouTube and he'll come back another time. So he apologizes.
Honestly, I can't stand his accent, but who has a really good voice for audio is Phil. Phil actually has a really good voice for audio. The accent is a little too much Dukes of Hazzard for my taste, but you know.
What he'll do is when he'll talk, and then I'll just put my hand over his face and just listen, and it soothes.
I know. Yeah, you're right. If you block his face out, he's actually kind of soothing.
Yeah.
The face is distracting.
Okay, talk for me now, Phil.
Plus, and I love Phil. He's got that set up with his chair like he's on the bridge on the Star Trek.
Yeah.
Is that a brown leather office chair? Is that like 1980s Pottery Barn or something?
I don't know. It was comfortable at one
brown
point.
office chairs anymore?
Yeah, I got a brown one. Well, it's like dark brown. It's like almost black.
Oh, wait a minute. So we have someone who is willing to come in here, but I don't know. Because,
Nope.
God.
I can't hear him.
No.
I can't hear him.
actually, I think that'd be a good
What did he
idea.
say?
No,
I think that'd be a good idea.
bring him in.
You know
He's gonna be like, I
So,
can't
Phil,
hear you.
You can only have 6 spots, Phil.
Yeah, only 6
Phil,
spots
you can only
total.
have 6 spots on this show.
Yeah.
Is that like standard for StreamYard?
Yeah, standard for StreamYard.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Real quick, what he's gonna do is once he comes in here, he's gonna tell Steph that he has edits, and then he's gonna tell Jim he has edits.
No, and then he's gonna tell me that he can't hear me, and then I'm gonna be talking really loud into the mic.
I don't believe he would ever do that.
Chuck, before Tom gets to you, how do we get a Belial book? What is this Belial book? How do we get it?
Facebook.com/Belial comic. I can put the link in the thing, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, do
But
that.
Yeah.
Where you could just contact Chuck on his OnlyFans /Chuck Nasty. I'm telling you, I'm gonna look up on OnlyFans and see if that name's taken, and I'm gonna buy it for you.
What is Belial about, man?
Oh,
Chuck,
give it to him, Chuck. Come on, go ahead and give it to him.
All right, time for my okay. So Belial is about.
Make it short. Don't bore me. Tell me what it's
Yeah,
about.
no, absolutely. Belial's the original creator of hell, and he's lived millennia in his own shitty bar, and now he's decided, fuck Lucifer, I'm taking it back, and I'm going to be the big dog.
Oh, it sounds fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's actually, so I'm so tired of seeing these hell books, and they're all just uber evil and dripping, and I was like, no, let's make this fucking funny. So he owns a shitty bar, and
it needs sexy demon covers. I know a guy.
you know what? We actually wanted to do a sexy demon car wash cover. So
hello,
you and I will have a talk. We'll have a talk.
Sponges.
Let's have a talk.
Wait a minute.
First of all, there's 2 rules. Girls with horns people always want girls with horns on the covers, like little demons or something. And girls with wings get all kinds of things. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's angel wings, butterfly wings. For some reason, guys have this fixation with girls with wings.
And sexy clowns.
Yeah, but it's annoying if you're an artist because, like, I got to draw all this extra stuff. It's like the boobs, people. Focus on the boobs. No, you just got to have angel wings. And yeah, no, definitely. I want the book. I want to read the book, though, because it sounds fun. Like, I think a lot of comics are so serious that it's like, it's like Game of Thrones. I've never seen Game of Thrones because by the time I decided I was going to get into it, it was already on like season 4 or 5. I'm never getting into it. There's no way I'm not giving up that much of my life for TV in one shot anymore. So like a fun book is a fun book. And then when book 2 comes out, it's still a fun book. Like you don't have to read 16 books to have fun.
We're just going to do a fun little 4-issue miniseries. It's going to be great.
Oh, it sounds like fun.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Chuck, what you need to do is you need to get with December and get a poem on the next one as well.
So that's cool because what we did do in this one was we actually had a guy come in and he wrote a story for it. You can't see it very well, but there's a story written on top of this.
December right here.
I know, and so now I'm gonna have to get December. Some guy. He had a name.
Celebrity, a mega wrestling celebrity right here who could have done it for you.
Well, maybe I was saving the best for one of the higher issues.
No, it's too late. I've already been dismissed.
No, he's saving you for the trade paperback, the Belial trade.
Yeah, right.
Hardcover.
Yeah. She's all about the hardcover.
Damn right. I don't do soft.
Wait. Hold the phone. Tom, do you have a Naughty Fairies t-shirt on?
Yes, he does. I was about to point that out.
It looks like the Naughty Fairies logo.
You gotta
Hello,
represent.
Tom. Can you hear me today? How are you?
I can't hear you.
God damn.
Can you sign out and come back?
No, I'm in the middle. I'm not giving up my spot, damn it.
So I'm gonna
you have the Alice spot, Jim. Don't
give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute all by myself. I gotta apologize for last week to Jim because legitimately, those that watch the show, it will be the most batshit thing you will ever see in your life because everybody could hear Jim talking except for me. I had no clue anyone could hear him.
I thought you were messing with me.
No, not at all. That's why I sent you a Facebook message. I was like, dude, just sign out and come back. I had no clue anyone can hear. And so I kept joking with him like, dude, why the fuck are you talking? No one can hear you. But no one in the room said, well, we can hear him. Like they all thought we were kidding the entire time. So
I thought so too.
It's the most ridiculous show you'll ever watch. And I apologize because it's so weird. And I came off like a total jackass. And there we go.
Jim, I reached out to Wendy. I even said to Wendy, I was in chat with Wendy, and I'm like, Tom actually didn't hear Jim, right? And Wendy's like, I think so. And I'm like,
I thought the entire time.
No, Tom will mess with you, but even Wendy said, there's no way he's that mean. Not to mess with you, but at some point, he would let you in on the joke. He's not that mean. Like, he's not a mean person.
Yeah, as soon as you apologized, I knew that you had no idea. But for what it's worth,
I thought it was trial by fire the entire time. I was like, oh, okay, I'm the new guy. I'm the new kid. I get it now. Tom's gonna, okay, Tom, I got it. I'm the butt of the joke for the whole show. Okay, got it. I went along with it the whole time.
It happened with Phil and Wendy today. Phil's audio went out.
Oh man!
But a few people were able to hear him. I couldn't hear him,
Wow.
And then Wendy couldn't hear him. So it does happen.
The other thing though, Tom, is that was one of the funniest segments probably ever on the show. So I mean,
it was hilarious.
That.
Because every time.
I felt bad for Jim.
I mean, I'm glad it was entertaining. I'm gonna have to watch it back and just see how obnoxious I came across.
I'll tell you right now.
Thinking back about it, I'm like, that had to be the worst thing ever. People in the audience had to have been like, "What the fuck is this guy doing?" So
right.
Yeah, that's what.
Because every time you said I can't hear you, I would be like, and like I'd scream in at one point.
No, if you were watching and you didn't know, you'd think Tom was really. At first, it was hilarious, and then you'd be like, "Man, Tom's really not letting this go. That's kind of mean."
I must have asked Tom 20 times. I asked Tom, what's your favorite fast food restaurant? I asked that 20 times at least.
He would ignore you. Yep.
And I thought you were ignoring it on purpose.
Actually, I have a really important question though. Tom, what's your favorite fast food restaurant? I'm interested. Because I know you'll answer me.
What?
Oh, fuck you. No. I'm not Jim Noble. Fuck you.
We were having a burger joint discussion, and what did you say you liked? What was it? Whataburger? Is that the one you liked?
What? Yeah, Whataburger.
Whataburger, yeah. And I was not a Whataburger fan. So as far as like a burger joint, I like In-N-Out Burger is like my go-to. Although that's only West Coast. So if you have to go like anywhere in the U.S., I don't know how far Whataburger spreads around, but it'll be Wendy's for me if I had to pick in anything. It's available anywhere. It would be Wendy's.
Off about this.
Yeah.
Wendy's, the square patty. What are you, Huey Lewis? It's hip to be squared? No.
Correct.
Wait, Chuck, who's the hot babe? Who was the hot babe? Came in your room and gave you a kiss.
The hot babe was my 10-year-old daughter.
Oh God.
She's mature.
Bad question. I just saw somebody diving over your shoulder, and I'm like, who the heck is that?
I don't even know where. I really like. If it were anyone else, I could be rude. I'm just like, oh fuck, I can't even joke about that one. Damn it. I feel pretty hamstrung, to be honest.
Now, I'm going to go ahead and say that as far as last week's show is the second most views of all of my shows since I started doing this. So even though it was an actual fluke and you've apologized and everything, apparently everybody loved it and kept going back.
I mean, what I really meant was fuck that Jim Noble guy, and I'm not letting him talk ever again.
It's like
no, let them hammer it up. These guys have it.
But what got me the most is whenever it was going along, and then all of a sudden December decides to go ahead and re-explain, and at that point she was gone. I mean, she was like so high-pitched voice, trying to keep from crying. She was laughing so hard and letting Tom know what's going on. And Jim's over here just pouting and throwing a fit like, I know he can hear me. I know he can hear me.
I'm screaming. Like, I kept saying, motherfucker, I know you can hear me.
Jim, didn't you try going out and coming back in?
I did.
Several times.
Yeah.
Numerous times.
Yeah, and so people are probably feeling bad that you were like trying to sign in and sign out, and they were like, "Why? We can hear him fine."
My phone was overheating.
We created drama. That's what you have to do in these things. You have to create a little drama.
I thought we said no drama. Crap. I left all my.
Damn it. Okay,
Yeah,
let's talk about religion. Let's talk about religion.
All the patries.
We've already crossed one bridge. Let's go ahead and knock them all out of the water.
It's that show. It's all the dominoes.
It was funny when Phil was going through the rules, because I know he says the same thing every show. So I was like, okay, he's about to say rule number 1, rule number 2, 3, 4, and then literally I fucked him up today. It took him 8 episodes, but I finally fucked him up.
No. I might have got him worse though, because he mentioned that you fucked him up, so I decided to do the same thing.
Yeah,
so I flashed him.
Worse.
I just full on like Gave him the full beautiful titty.
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. I was backstage. Why not?
I'm not even an Only fan, and I got flashed. That was great.
Yeah. Usually Chuck charges like $15 a pop for those. So
I do. I assume that after he saw that nipple, he's gonna jump on and he's gonna pay the $12.
hey,
That's what's
first
up.
one's free. First hit's free.
That's it.
You know, the first hit is free.
I'm a titty crack dealer.
Chuck, do you get high off your own supply?
Fuck yeah.
You gotta get high as fucking giraffe pussy, man. You just gotta get fucking high.
Why would I go to anyone else? I got this. I'm good.
Oh, yeah.
I'll drink for that.
That's the burlesque marketing. That's what I do all the time. You got to show them a little something, and then they come back want for more. I understand that completely.
Yeah.
That's why I do those big wiener covers.
Okay, not speaking of that.
You give them a minute, you give them an inch, they want more. Woo!
Chuck, how is Belial 2 coming along?
It's coming along. I've gotten a lot of
Jim, are
really
you okay?
weird last minute writing gigs that have come up. I actually had a buddy from AP contact me and basically said, "Oh crap, I need a script." And I'm like, "Okay, well, how long do I have?" He's like, "Could you have it to me in the morning?" And I'm like, fuck." So I had to finish up just do a 5-page script. So there's been a lot of shit coming up to slow it down, but it's on its way.
What's up, Dave? I saw you, David. I was waving. I don't know if Jim was mocking me, but I was waving to you.
No, I was waving to David too.
Oh, okay.
I'm not like Tom.
Trust me, Jim. I've seen some of her videos, wrestling stuff like that. You don't want to mock her.
Well, you got me there. I can't.
What do you? Yeah, maybe.
I know. I'm not. I'm completely sober. I've only had a couple beers, and I got another one.
I can see it when you're going to the kitchen. You're kind of staggering. You're doing that.
No, it's because I got a bunch of stuff on the floor, so I got to step over things. So.
Right.
Oh, I almost ran into a short box. God damn it. The plastic ones too. Hit my shit on that. That hurts like a motherfucker. I have proof. Hey, if we're writing notes. Oh, here we go. Here's a little sketch I did earlier.
He's tripping over the empties on the floor.
That's a Steph Wilson rough, isn't it?
Wait, hold on.
It's identical.
Tom had
That's
I
plagiarism,
can't tell the
man.
difference.
That's plagiarism. He's stealing your
My
style.
God.
Someone asked me for a remark earlier, and they're like, "Can you draw a topless clown?" I was like, "I can't draw." And he goes, "No, just go test it out and show me." And I was like, "Okay."
Well, guess what? He was right.
Yeah. Dogs are barking. Just a minute. Hey, I can still read, so I know I'm not drunk.
I feel like I at least started some kind of a trend with putting signs in the screens from last week. This has continued.
I guess he's got to turn the audio off because the dogs get loud.
Yeah.
No, this started whenever Christy Shin was doing her drawings of me, and we went through drawing Demon Phil with like 4 or 5 different artists that were in here at the time. It was going
I still got mine. Yeah, here we go.
yours.
There's Phil.
That's my first variant cover right there.
And this is the original I did on a sticky note. And it's a stick figure. And if you look very closely, there's a little, there we go. That's how you know it's a guy.
Jim, are you putting it in foil?
Jim, wait, hold on. Jim, what did you just say about Chuck? I didn't say anything.
His audio's off. He doesn't
You're gonna
know
get
what
him
we're
killed,
saying.
stuff.
Steph, he can hear. He's just not broadcasting.
Wait, what did I didn't say anything about
That's no
Chuck.
fun.
I was talking about Phil. Wait, did I say anything about
So he
Chuck?
just can't answer us. That's what you're saying.
Nice try, stuff.
Fuck all y'all.
We heard that.
What the hell did I do?
I don't know.
Hold on, I got to put my readers on so I can read all these signs.
You don't think
Except Tom and December. They've been cool so far.
What the hell did
So
I do?
far.
Yeah, no kidding. I gotta put mine on too.
Gotta clean them off a little bit. They're a little dirty.
Yeah,
Doesn't
is
look
everybody
cool with
wearing glasses now? We're all wearing. I don't have glasses.
Tom doesn't have. Yeah, Tom.
I don't have
I normally don't wear
glasses.
mine. Or
Wait,
I
you're
can do
a writer. How do you
the
not have
version that
glasses
Steph
yet?
prefers.
Yeah.
And then, the really cool thing you could do, you could put your fingers behind your ears and then do this.
I hate
Wait,
that, man.
hold on. Wait. Oh, God, my hair's too long. I gotta get a haircut.
What I
Whoa.
like
I
is
hate that.
Jim has that pearl strand, so he can just
Oh, I
dangle it
hate
around
that
his neck. Yeah,
No.
really good.
December, do you call that the naughty wrestler? Is that what that's called? The
No. Naughty librarian.
Oh, okay. Yeah, see,
I've heard
we're all
about the naughty
offended.
librarian.
It's the naughty librarian wrestler. Is it what you
Yeah,
got to watch
I
out
did work
for?
in a library once.
You have all those books in the background. It's kind of like
Yes.
the setting, the perfect setting.
That is my library. I don't know, like how well you can see it. Hang on.
She's gonna do a drop kick from the top shelf.
No. There's some of it. There we go.
Wow, that's a lot of books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The funny thing about that one is that the entire reason I got hardcore into comics like this year, buying them and getting the variants and all that, is because I was buying so many books that I tried to make a resolution saying that I would stop, which was never done before. Like I always went to the bookstore like every week. Like I had a big problem with that. So I made a resolution saying I would not go to the bookstore and I would not buy books online. But the loophole that I forgot to include was I didn't say I wouldn't go into comic book stores. So I started going into those, and turns out I have a shopping problem, not a book problem.
Well, you come to the doghouse every week.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
the other thing too is like since January 1st, I have not been to a bookstore for books.
Well, here's the thing with
So
the
I've kept my
bookstore, you get a book.
resolution, which is crazy. I have not done that
Yeah,
since
like-
I was a kid.
With a bookstore, you can get novels and like big books, but with a comic book store, for the same price, you can get like, 12 books, all with different stories in them. It's
Yeah,
like
but
10
I'm
times worth
I'm
in a
actually spending
bookstore.
more now because I'm getting variant covers.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
But I like where the money's going because I found that like the artists and the writers and stuff, they like talk to you and they're easily accessible on Facebook and all that, and
Yeah,
they
amazing.
have like a really good motivation for writing their stories and that. So I'd much rather be here.
Yeah.
Jim is
Yeah,
too accessible, by the way.
Yeah,
accessible.
I can see that.
Wait, no, I'm easily accessible.
Yeah.
Emphasis on the easy part.
Yeah, probably. No, I agree with you, December. Everybody in the comics industry, just like nobody you don't want to talk. I mean, I hear stories about like some artist being a real jerk or something like that. I haven't met any yet. Like every writer, every creator, every publisher, every artist, it's all been really cool. Like it's like the worst part is I've only been here a year. It's like this December, this entire community of cool people existed, and they didn't let anybody know. I feel like for my entire life, I didn't know this many cool people were in one spot.
Like I'm sure that they're out. Like I've met one person that's been kind of like not that great. There's like one person that I've met that's like that, but other than that, everybody's
Just
way cool.
excuse me.
I met one guy
I'm
at
kidding.
MegaCon in Florida. I was walking by with a friend, and she kind of walked ahead of me, and I was looking at some stuff, and he talked shit about her, and he was making fun of her. And I was really bothered by that. And part of me wanted to walk up and say something, but the other part was like, I'm here, I'm presenting, like that's not very professional. So instead I just walked by and crop dusted his fucking display and walked away. And I felt like that was a little more professional.
Sure, definitely.
Right? I didn't say anything, I didn't cause a commotion, and I think people ended up backing away.
You might have caused the commotion.
Well, they didn't blame it on me, motherfucker.
No, at least, I'm always afraid to do that because I'm afraid I might shit myself. So,
Yeah, that's my primary concern.
yeah.
Right?
Like everyone like always does those fart jokes and stuff. It's like, yeah, if I do that, I might like have to leave and like change myself, and that's just embarrassing. Like, oh god, there's a lot to read. Someone read this. I can't read. Oh god.
Well, December, we hope to see you next Tuesday for Lily the Demoness Chapter 4 NFSA cross promo item, Scorpiana cross promo item, and Totally Rad Life of
Dude,
Violet
you
cross
think I
promo
missed
item.
that?
Whoa! Totally Rad Life of Violet cross promo
right
item.
there.
You could have just said shameless plug. 'cause
Yeah,
that's basically
Lewis, that's a
what
lot of
that
words
is.
for shameless plug.
Totally Rad
I
Life
know.
of Violet. There's a cross promo. What?
And by the
I'm
way,
learning all about these cross promos. That's awesome. Totally Rad Comics, man. Those guys doing
Guys,
cross promos.
everybody,
How come nobody's
calm down. Okay, it's June 30th. Wendy already talked about it. It's her.
It's June
her
27th,
cross
2020.
promotion. All right, so everybody like knows about it. It's the same thing that she's doing for Totally Rad and for Scorpiana. It's like it's the
Totally
third
Rad.
thing she's doing, huh?
Wait, who's doing what? Totally Rad?
Everybody's doing Totally Rad.
Oh,
No,
God.
but Wendy's doing a cross promotion with Lily the Demoness. It's June 30th, so that's what he was saying. He said that he hopes to see me there, and you know what I'm going to be there. So she already posted that on her Kickstarter. So totally. Like as soon as I saw the image on that, I'm like, oh hell yeah, I'm gonna be there. But if you want to, Lewis, you can put that on my Facebook, and I'll be I can share that too. If you're not already on my Facebook, just make sure that you're on there. Send me a request or something like that, but I'll make sure and I'll share that too. But yeah, I'll be there on the 30th. You know it.
You know who's not doing Totally Rad? We're not going to name any names. Tom.
Oh.
Tom, we got to do something one of these days.
Hey, Tom, looks like you and I are the only two here with class.
Hey.
Now might be a good time to say you can't hear him.
I can't hear any of you. I don't know what's going on.
Hey, actually, no, I've got something for Tom and for
Jim. We've already discussed the crossover with the toaster.
Oh, the toaster.
That's right.
But see, now he's playing monkey games, and so we can't talk about the toaster.
Oh,
no.
See, now Tom want to talk about it. You got your one shot, Jim. Why aren't you talking to him?
Oh, I'm unmuted. You fucking muted me, motherfucker. Okay, so Tom, toaster. Yes, Totally Rad, big dog toaster. Let's talk about the toaster. Because everybody wants to know about Toasty. I think it would be great.
Wouldn't Toasty be what comes out of the toaster?
Right.
Well, what should we call him then?
That was a long pause. I don't know.
Pause.
I just feel like Toasty is like what comes out of the toaster.
Right. Well, I mean,
okay. Wouldn't his name be whatever brand name's on the side of the toaster?
Yeah, Kenmore or whatever. It's Ken. His name is Ken.
Kitchen maid.
So you need to come up with a clever appliance sounding name that you can put on the side of the toaster, and he thinks that's his name because it's on it.
Correct.
No, with these cross promos, Jim, Tom, and Chuck, with these cross promos, like Wendy cross promoing with Lewis and cross promoing with Jim and stuff like that. What I'd love to see is somebody to cross promo with a book like Chuck's that is completely different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if you've got just for example, like Wendy has a fairies book. She should do a cross promo. Nice toaster, actually.
Nice toasties.
She should do a cross promo with somebody who's got like a zombie book, like a totally different kind of story and a different storytelling to get different kind of fans.
That's a
Chuck,
it's a
thank you, John.
Yeah, that's a relevant thought process.
Oyster the toaster.
It's just that it is tricky, and I can tell you just from my own experience, because I do so many different genres that the people that buy Penny for Your Soul, for example, it doesn't really matter what I would do with Critter. The crossover is not going to be as dramatic as if I were to go do something with Naughty Fairies, for example. So what you're saying is 100% valid, and if we can get people to cross over into some different genres boundaries, it would be good. But it is far more difficult.
Mm-hmm. On your show, you've got an Oz fan, but you want them to look at your horror stories or look at your superhero stories,
Well,
and it's tough to get them.
I'll give you an
to change their
example.
genre.
I'll give you an example. This is what we did. So with Penny for Your Soul 7, we had at the time our biggest Kickstarter ever. We had 580 backers, something like that. So when we did Oz, which came next, I put an offer up to all of the Penny backers. And I said, for everybody that comes from this Penny campaign and comes over and pledges to Oz, I will give you a free variant cover that is a Dorothy Danica crossover cover. Free.
Ooh.
All you have to do is just back Oz, just like you did back on Penny.
Right.
The total number that we had for that was less than 100.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Or, sorry, less than 200. Less than 200. It was like 160 copies, something like that. So of the 580 people, we had 160 actually do the crossover for Oz.
Right.
And get the free book. But that shows you how hard it is to sometimes cross people over with different genres.
Well, yeah, especially if they're like BDI fans and you can't even get them to jump over.
Exactly. Yeah. So you're right, and we need to figure out a way to do it, but it's really difficult.
What I could see is, honestly, whenever I think of Chuck's book with Belial, I honestly immediately think of Lewis and Lily the Demoness #4 and doing something like that, because Belial and Lily the Demoness, that goes together very well.
And Lewis and I are both out of Texas, so that wouldn't even be that difficult.
Texas, that's a big ass state. I'll tell you what, boy. Woo!
Yeah, not big enough for your ass.
Nah. I got the northern part. I think he's on the east side, and you're southern.
I'm in the middle.
Middle. Okay.
That's inappropriate. So, one thing I did do that we found worked okay was we did crossover prints, and so we would have a crossover print if you backed both Kickstarters. So it was me and it was Belial and another comic that I helped edit, Dulce, and we created a print for people who did both, and that was kind of a cool little thing. It helped a little bit.
Can I throw something out there into the comic community? Prints, or hit or miss. Like, everybody does prints because they're easy to do, they're cheap to do. You do.
Yeah, but I did an actual variant cover, dude.
That's a big deal.
But like
for free,
prints are they're like hit or miss.
And that's true.
You know
Prints are hit or miss.
Because you only have so much room on your walls if you're a collector.
Yeah.
And so if you get a print, what are you going to put it in a box? So I know guys do a lot of print cards and like the little small format ones or even the slightly larger ones. But unless it's like a poster size print of a really fantastic image, I think a lot of people just don't go for the print.
I found and I totally agree with you. I was mostly, because for me, I'm just a comic guy. I don't want all the trinkets and shit. But I was surprised at how much people love the fucking stickers. Yeah. They love stickers. Stickers are nuts, dude.
Because they're smaller, more useful.
We did Belial Chibis, which is funny because it's like it's an adult book, so you have like Belial drinking a beer, and it's a chibi. And I would sell them $2 a sticker, or you could get all three for $5. I had a guy come up to the table. He's like, "I love those stickers. Can I get all three?" I'm like, "Yeah, but they're the same price as the book. Do you want the book as well?" He's like, "I just want the stickers." I'm like, "Whatever." Like, that book cost me like $1.50 to print. Those stickers cost me fucking pennies. So all right, I tried.
Phil,
that's a good call.
Phil.
Yeah.
Phil.
Keep talking. I didn't want to interrupt.
Is Lewis
no,
in the
you
audience?
got me.
Yeah, Lewis is. Well, he was over there just a little while ago.
Lewis, if you're watching this, let me know if I can announce the thing that we're doing this week, because I think people would really like it.
I don't think, because I thought something was up with Wendy where he said that he didn't want that announced yet or something. I don't know.
Okay. I'm going to ask before I announce it, because I might say it accidentally, but
Jim, what is your level of intoxication right now?
I know.
Before you
I'm going to drop a hint, but I can't drop a hint. So
on a scale of 1 to what?
On a scale of 1 to Chris Brown, how drunk are you?
1 to leaving Las Vegas.
You guys. I would say Cousin Eddie from The Munsters? No, not the Munsters.
Okay,
that's Eddie.
We should wait.
Uh,
We should do this like match game. Everybody match how drunk they think Jim is.
Okay, so Lewis said go ahead. So I'm gonna announce it because you don't see this with independent comics. This might, well, I mean, it's not a first, but I mean, for 2020, I think it's a pretty big deal. So Lewis and I, we decided, hey, let's do a cross promo. But the artwork was so great for the free print that we're going to give for people who back both Totally Rad Life of Violet #3 and Lily the Demoness, that we're also doing a variant of the same, the print art is going to be on a cover, and it's going to be the Totally Rad Life of Violet #1 and Lily the Demoness #1 combined in a comic book. And we're splitting the profits 50-50 between each of us. But yeah, I want to announce that tonight because you don't see that very often, especially if like super independent stuff like we do. So that's coming.
That's cool.
Very cool.
I like that.
That is cool.
I came up with it. He said it was a good idea. I said, great. I'm glad I'm full of them.
Full of it? You mean full of it?
Yeah, you're full of something.
Oh, you
Full of something, all right.
man. I'll tell you what. Hey, wait, well, full alcohol.
Yeah.
I'll drink to that. But no, I'm not. Hold on. First off, I'm sober. First, I'm 100%.
I'm sober. As he finishes another beer.
Fucking hang on. This is my. I'm fucking drunk. Okay. That's first of all. Yeah, fucking hang on one fucking second.
Plus, he looks like Oscar from The Odd Couple right now. With his head.
Pilot number fucking 3.
Actually, doesn't he kind of look like Ernie?
Fucking now. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, if I do this, if I flatten and straighten it out and I cut my mustache, then that'll look like
No, I meant Bert.
A German aristocrat.
Chuck,
But
I really
anyways,
think he looks like Walter Matthau from The Odd Couple, the movie.
You're not wrong.
You know, the movie version.
I think he looks like Bert.
Bert. I wish I was that tall. He's the tall one. Ernie's the short little guy. Bert's the tall gay one. Yeah.
Yeah, because they're not both gay. One's a pitcher, one's a catcher.
Right.
Let's be
They're
honest.
the same. They're a couple. They're progressive. They're 21st century.
Yeah.
Now,
Weren't they in
December
the
whatever.
bathtub together in the show?
I haven't watched it in a long time.
Yeah, I don't tune in every Saturday morning. When do they air it? I don't know.
Saturday
morning. Even on anymore.
I'm going back to
PBS?
December real quick because she had put that post up asking the fans what they wanted, for the incentives.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to give a shout out to Lewis because on he's been doing the tarot cards, which have been pretty cool because
That's awesome.
that's part of the
Yeah,
the
cool.
story, and then he does up to 5 of them that are available each Kickstarter as long as he makes the goal on there, and he makes the goal every time.
Well, that's what we did with pennies. We
forgot
started
to
with those metal ace cards. We went locked all 4 of them. And then as we went along, we did kings, queens, jacks, whatever. But we did those because it tied into penny, because it's a Las Vegas thing. So I tried to make stretch goals that tied into the book. So we did the poker chips and whatever. But
Nice.
they got so popular that when we got out into the other books like Critter and Oz and whatever, we wanted to keep doing them. And so we do metal wild cards now for the other cards. So they're not we don't go into aces and sevens, whatever. It's like wild cards for each one. And then even the poker chips are for each one. So, what's funny is when you ask people, what do they want? You're going to get 100 answers that are all different. So it just doesn't make any. There's people that'll be like, I don't care. I just want the book. This stuff doesn't mean anything to me. Other people are like, oh my God, like December, we're going to get that goddamn metal card unlocked if it's the last thing I do. So there's people who love them, people who hate them, and people who just don't care. So do what you think makes sense within your campaign.
People say they love challenge coins, but they're not beating down every creator's door to give them challenge coins.
No.
I mean, who's got them? Lady Death, Wendy did them. But, if they were such a great item, everybody would be doing it.
Yeah. And it is a cool thing. But again, I think it's a brand thing. Like it made sense with Brian. He's got his sworn fiend thing. So it makes sense within the context of his fan base. But to just be like, here's a coin, I mean, it's fine. But what does it mean to the brand?
Oh God, he's pulling out the coin. I gotta pull out my coin.
Well, see, like I agree with you on what you said about print stuff. Like if it's a full size print as a reward thing, it's like because like you said, like wall space is limited. So when the people come to cons and they buy a print, it's like they have something in mind for that space on their wall. Like they're going to put something there that they specify that they want. So for that, it's like I liked what Tom did. He had like a smaller foil print, which was cool because people love foil from like what they're buying. So anything that you do with foil, like as a smaller thing, that's really good. But like as a full size print, like I'm not really. At least from what I can tell, it's like limited wall space. You can't really store it anywhere that's not like really convenient. That's kind of like maybe don't do that. So
yeah, I mean, if you do things like trading cards and stuff, they actually make like plastic pockets and whatever. You can put those in a binder. They're easy to collect. They're easy to flip through. People like doing that stuff. So keep it simple and keep it something that's not like just a throwaway item.
Like
I know because like December said, prints don't hold up. You have to get a heavy plastic top loader from a con to store them in. Otherwise, they get damaged. So
it's not like anybody wants to see these prints wasted or anything like that, but they might be nice.
Mm-hmm.
But like metal cards, stickers are really good because like everybody's using stickers right now.
Condoms because everyone's using condoms.
Buttons, yeah, there you go. Buttons.
That's what Totally Rad should do. Totally Rad should do condoms since they do adult books, but they got to.
Do any of your characters use condoms?
Hey, yeah, we practice safe sex.
But that's like another thing. The binders, it's like I might eventually get a binder, but then it's like it's kind of stashed away. Like when I get an 11x17, it's got to go up on the wall.
Yeah, you want to show it off.
Yeah, people are buying prints because they like that big art. So
big art.
Right. I've got 2 of those binders because I just have nowhere to put the stuff for now, but I don't want to miss a chance on getting some art sometimes too.
Right.
I put it directly in the binder until I have, room to put it up somewhere.
Like for me, the only reason to get like a binder like that would be like temporary storage until I switch it out.
Yeah, you just have to create like a rotating system on your walls. Hey, it's September. We have to shift all the art off and put fall art up on your walls.
But like for a print that you're never going to use, you're just going to roll it up and then put it in somewhere where you don't even remember where you put. That's what I'm talking about. It's like not so much.
We can do buttons.
Oh, those are cute buttons.
Yeah.
Buttons were another one. I thought,
Oh, well, my phone's overheating. I got 20 seconds to put it in the fridge. I might crash out. So I'll be back in about 2 minutes.
Run, Forrest.
I might crash. Just a heads up. So if I do,
That's a pretty good shot. That's a good shot.
Is he reaching for it in that picture? He's like, yeah. He's like going for it. The guy's got a $17,000 Kickstarter. He can't get a new phone.
I know, right?
Wendy's here. Hey, Wendy.
Hey, Wendy.
Hi, Wendy.
Jim delivers.
That he does.
I don't understand why he doesn't think there's something wrong with a phone that literally overheats every 3 minutes.
Now he's going to be upset because he lost his middle place.
Center square. Yeah,
Center
baby.
square, baby. All in.
Only 80s babies even knows that reference.
Yeah.
Does anybody even know what center square is nowadays? All you millennials?
Well,
no, you don't know what that is.
After Paul Lynde was what? Shadow Stevens or something like that?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yep.
Shadow Stevens was in the center square,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
I don't think Nipsey was ever in the center square.
It's a special spot. It's a special
It's
spot.
Hollywood Squares, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't give me shit about being a millennial. I've watched classic.
Oh, and I think
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah, there is the Game Show Network. That's true.
it was Paul Lynde, then Shadow Stevens, and I think Whoopi Goldberg in the remake.
Yeah.
That's true. A lot of those shows came back, like Joker's Wild and Press Your Luck and all that kind of crap.
Take down for the block. There you go. X gets the square. Chuck, I'm really excited about Belial.
I know what that is too, Tom.
Show those pages again. Show me the pages. It looks really cool.
Oh, hang on. Let me give you the full.
Dude, that looks really awesome, Chuck. You should tell us about that.
Give me the full. Give me the full.
You want the pitch?
What's the elevator pitch?
This is the original creator of Hell. He owns a shitty bar. Let's show you that shitty bar. Find it for you real quick.
So he created Hell. He got stuck owning a shitty bar.
He got stuck owning a shitty bar, and now he's decided that he's going to take it back from Lucifer. And so him and his little buddy Link. What's that?
It sounds like fun.
So it's a Zelda crossover?
It's a lot of fun. And there's a lot of swearing and a lot of fucks and everything, yeah. Here. There's a nice... There you go. There's our big baddie war.
Very nice.
Right? Yeah, I'm really proud of it. It came out really well.
What book are you on?
We're working on 2 now, so we're hoping to have issue 2 kickstarting by the end of the year. Right now, we're just Sean and I are going back and forth on the script as co-creators. I write it, and then he looks over, edits it, and so we just kind of go back and forth. It's coming along really nice, and I think it's going to be super kick-ass. I'm really fucking excited about it.
When did book 1 end?
Last year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I honestly, and I tell everyone it's my fault.
This is one of those fast projects, you know?
Yeah, super fast. No, seriously, I take full blame on that one. I edit and shit so much, and when Belial was done, I just fucking took care of other shit, and so now Belial is my number one thing, and I'm trying to get that bad boy done and move on to 3, 4.
If you wait that long in between, some of your fans might actually, pass on before
they might
get to the next book. So
they might just
not you're losing backers; they're just dying of old age.
Well, see, my hope is that people check out the book.
Auto accidents.
I hope they fuck, and then I have new backers, so baby backers. So I think you're looking at it from the wrong side.
Gotcha. I'm not saying you got to do Jim's thing where you're pretty much cranking one out a week.
I'm cranking more than one out a day. Oh, never mind.
Jim just takes totally rad, sticks it on a word, random word. It's like Scrabble or something like that. He takes a random word, he sticks totally rad in front of it, and he writes
Totally Rad Freezer Stories is coming soon.
Yep.
Oh yeah. I love it.
He's in the freezer now. This can't be good for him.
The light's not doing good. So. What?
Nothing. That's just the defroster.
I see you have some waffles there. You feel like sharing with the rest of the class?
What?
You got some waffles there. You feel like sharing with the rest of the class?
Yeah. No, they're Eggos. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna need some
those
of
are
those.
waffles.
That would be a waffle jam.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah. They're waffles. Yeah. Yep. Totally waffles. Totally rad waffles, actually. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, there it is. That's his next story right there. Totally right, it goes.
No, don't give him.
I didn't think that Violet stuck around for the waffle part.
Oh,
yeah,
well, I mean,
Jim was telling me it was going to be totally rad blue waffle. That's what I was told.
No.
That's what I was told. That's what Jim told me. I think it's a bad idea, but Jim feels like he can do anything. So,
no, I don't feel like I can do anything unless it's totally rad.
Okay.
So, Chuck, you got anything else besides Belial going on?
Oh God, here we go with all the editor stuff.
Steph is
Stand back, everybody. He's
Steph
got a
is-
list.
He's surfing for more covers.
God forbid, some people work on other shit. Yeah, man.
I hated every independent comic book.
I just think writers usually have like 3 or 4 stories going on in there.
Some writers
Yeah.
do.
I have tons of short stories coming out. I have one for the Cthulhu versus Odd that's going to come out later on this year. I have, of course, my own Welcome to the Void is coming later this year as well. I've got stuff for. Pardon me?
It came last year.
And now I have another one. We like to make number 2.
Number 2.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then like I said, a bunch of short anthology pieces for like Antarctic Press and stuff like that. So all over the place, plus all the editing work, Jim.
All the editing.
And,
I'm Chuck, and I do all these edits. I got a whole stack of books that Chuck's edited.
You probably do, actually,
including a Alpha Flight number 12 cover swipe. Who cover swipes Alpha Flight number 12? I'll tell you who does. A guy from Canada, and his name is Chuck. And I have that book because I'm a huge Alpha Flight fan.
I remember you picking that up too.
Yeah. Not everybody catches that swipe.
And
you were asking earlier, this is one of the anthologies I'm published in.
Oh, that's badass.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. This is Coffin Bell 2, their second anthology. So like it's not just me, but I'm in they got some really cool photography. Can
you read us a little snippet? Yeah,
I can read you the whole thing if you want.
Okay.
It's a short poem, but
I'm good with that if the other gents are fine.
Come on, let's hear it.
Gents.
It's dark, but
I was being nice.
Oh well, thank you.
Hey, it's first time for everything, Chuck.
I gotta find it. Hang on.
I like Chuck. He's a straight shooter.
Normally,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, thank you, Wendy. Yeah, Coffin Bell is an
Hi,
awesome.
Wendy.
Like, if you guys can check them out online, that'd be cool. They're a really cool publication. I like them a lot. They got some good poetry and short stories and artwork on there. I gotta find it. Hang on.
Are you gonna read something? Or?
Yeah.
I mean,
It's a big book. She has to find it.
Yeah. All right. This is called Lust Number 7.
Ooh.
I write
Obsession 97.
I write kinky shit sometimes. All
Hey,
right.
me too.
They keep me in neon basement dungeons where red lights flash on off in the stairway. The chains and leather that breed me come in droves. Salt-stained bodies writhing on grime-soaked sheets, skin sticking together like glue, the dirt seeping in far deeper than the fabric. I tell them that I bring them gifts. I tell them I bring them promise. The teeth gnawing on each other, enamel breaking, thrashing for water, fighting for air. They want me as though I were religion. The escape sealed off forever by doors built decades ago. Dark faces seething through locked jaws. Twisted ecstasies and thrusting pelvises. The ways I won't wake them. The ways I let them stay.
Very nice.
That's really good.
Everybody's
That
like,
was
what
very nice.
the fuck did you just do?
That was very good. That was very nice. Yeah.
It was most excellent. You might say it was totally rad.
Oh, thank you. Actually, if I wrote that after watching the movie 7.
Woo!
Hence Lust Number
It was
7.
very visual. I liked it.
That was very good. I like that.
Thank you.
I like it a lot.
It was very visual. I like that.
Thank you.
See? Now you know why I put her on a BDI book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm forever grateful for that, Tom. Thank you very much. I don't think like anybody else in the world would have just like done that randomly. So thank you.
Well,
People
we're
don't realize that about Tom. He's very nice that way.
Yeah, he
He
is.
reaches out to a
He's
lot
very,
of new
very
talent
generous.
and gives it a shot.
Thank you, Wendy. I'm glad that you didn't
You know,
run
Chuck-
screaming into the streets.
Chuck only uses big names on his cover. That's why I didn't get it.
Only.
But Tom actually
That's
gave
good.
me a shot. You know?
It's because I'm an elitist. That's what it is.
Oh wow.
I'm an elitist.
That's why when he
You
came on
snobby.
here, December, who are you? What have you done?
resume.
I thought it was
now.
being- I thought I was being a good neighbor. We're side by side.
I'm just fucking with you, man. It's totally cool.
It was funny.
Oh,
that
shit.
on here and he was like, "I don't know you. Who are you and what do you do?"
Like there's
Who the fuck is that?
actors and then there's Broadway actors. Chuck would be a Broadway writer, you know? He's only going to associate with a certain level of writing.
See, that makes me feel good because usually just people call me a broad. So Broadway actor's even better. So I appreciate that. Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you. That's feels like a step up. It feels like one.
Yeah, they don't say broad like they used to. I'll tell you what.
They don't.
Chuck is like the Spanish in. Oh God,
Inquisition.
He's too drunk to know what that is right
Nice.
now.
I'm not quite sure what he means by that, but I'm going to take it as a
No,
compliment.
not
Spanish.
Chuck. Jim.
What am I, a history teacher?
All right.
Now,
I'm Canadian. We don't talk about that shit.
I got kicked out of high school my freshman year. I don't even know what the hell that is. Oh,
Explains a lot, Jim.
speaking of Big Dog Inc., I think the dogs have arrived.
Chuck, when you can, tell us their names.
He's got his hand in his face.
Sorry, what's that?
What are their names?
Randy, Tito, and Ramon.
Finn? Finn. Come here, Finn. Come say hi. Pepe, yeah, they're just barking at my wife.
Oh God.
Finn the Stormtrooper or Huckleberry?
Yeah, that's right.
Huckleberry Finn.
Yeah. He's named after, because we actually got him as a puppy the day after we watched Force Awakens.
He's so hard right now. He's like,
Oh Lordy.
I think he turned his audio off.
I did. I told the dogs to shut the fuck up. I just didn't want you to hear me say it.
well, let's see them when you get a chance. Would love to see
I'll
them.
try. They're so
Yes.
excited to see their mom, but the second,
now, Chuck,
come here, buddy. Come here.
Chuck, why don't you go ahead and tell them about House of Essence as well?
Oh, yeah, okay. All right. Is he a
There's
cutie?
the dog. He is?
Is what? All right. And then I have a little chihuahua thingy. Yeah, and then I also have Essence House, which is a audio drama podcast that runs. We just finished season 1 a couple weeks ago, and we're starting season 2 up next in September. And so that's like
What
an
is it,
ongoing
audio?
audio drama. So it's basically like the old 1940 style radio programs.
Radio.
It's The Shadow.
Right. I was going to say. Okay.
Yeah,
The
it's
Shadow,
something like that.
dude.
Only it's a modern take, and it's a lot more. It's sequential, so the days go or the episodes go one into the next, and onwards. So
Oh, that's cool.
So it's
Yeah.
24.
yeah, basically, but not.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
24 on the radio.
We asked Kiefer Sutherland to be a part of it, and he said, "Go fuck yourself. Who are you?" And so I was like, "All right, fair enough."
Really?
Jeez.
Hey, you be nice to that last boy.
You know what?
He just lost the director.
You know, it'd be
Oh,
it'd be a nice
that's
intro.
true.
A nice intro on audio drama would be a poem. Hint, hint, hint.
It might just be. You're correct.
You could open
Me-
with a nice little poem to get the mood going. You know?
I feel like regardless, December and I are going to be working together very soon. I feel like that's happening.
Yep.
I've already emailed
Oh,
her
I
the
think that
exclusive
has to
contract,
happen.
so no, you're not.
Oh, fair enough. Oh, fair enough.
Oh no, he's locking them in.
You're out of contract.
Oh God.
The
Oh,
hotter
Lordy.
a commodity December becomes, the tighter Tom will clamp down on her contract.
There are so many things that I want to say about the tighter thing that you just said, but I
I
can't.
wanted to say something, but I didn't. So you're welcome.
Go for it.
There's a Kegel joke in there somewhere.
Yeah, that's
No
what I
deserve
was,
it.
that's what I was going with, but I'm like, oh shit, how do I do this? Like,
Why are you
This is
just
unscripted.
make it contraction trees?
no, it's not that. It's like I just shit.
See, now you're like I was last week when I was trying to figure out those words that I couldn't
No, it's
figure
not
out.
that. It's like I want to say something, but I think that I'd get put into YouTube jail if I did, so I don't want to do that.
It's unscripted. We could literally say abortion. They're not going to flag us.
There are people listening that would get pissed off.
It's better than being pissed on unless you're into that.
That's true. Nah.
Now,
So-
I will.
I could say something though, but I
That's
don't.
awfully quiet.
No, I'm just going to say we're going to bring up that Tom's actually going to have Doghouse on Wednesday talking about QuickCon. It's going to have Wendy on there along with CB Zane coming up.
That's gonna be a fun show.
Yes.
So if you're not familiar with QuickCon and what's going on with the Doghouse, perfect time to start off with that is this coming Wednesday.
Well, and then we're going to be doing your show next Friday too.
Yes.
Or sorry, is it? No, it's the Friday after.
The Friday after, yeah.
Yeah, the 10th.
Yep.
So we'll do our debut on the Doghouse
It has a
on
weird
Wednesday,
look like
and then we'll come, and by the time we get on your show again, we'll have a lot more info out and probably a lot more art teases and all kinds of stuff. Also, if you're watching, we just launched the ClickCon Facebook group today. Like literally today, there's already 131 people in there. So
Because you invited all your 2,000 friends.
That's how you do it, man. If you're not doing it, then you're not doing it right.
Did you get more than 2,000 fans this week?
No. I dropped. Let me see where I'm at. I dropped like another 10.
Do you actually keep track of your numbers?
Yeah.
Oh, I never have.
1916. So I'm definitely on the downslope. I am cutting out the fat.
What number?
My friend's number on Facebook.
Oh, geez. I try to keep it under phone. Give it some room. It keeps going up to 5, so I just like eliminate a couple hundred that I don't hear.
Yeah, that I got to I was at 2,500 like forever, and I would just keep it right there. And then I just got tired of just the garbage feed, so I slashed it down to 2,000, and now I let it float around 2,000. Yep.
Where are you
Yeah,
on your
the bizarre
Instagram?
thing is, you can get up to 5,000 friends, no problem, on Facebook.
Sure.
Like it doesn't take any effort at
Yeah.
all. But
Right.
the bizarre thing is, like I'm getting near 5 on Instagram. Those people are less conversational, but more interactive on Instagram. I think because they're there seriously. They don't just friend everybody in sight kind of thing.
Oh, I
So
hate that.
I always find the Instagram followers are more real.
Sure.
You
Yeah.
know?
All these random ads. Hey, why'd you add me? No, here you are. Why'd you fucking add me, you fucking dope? Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I
Well,
do have
Ridiculous.
900 followers, which basically are the spies, because we all there's spies everywhere. So
Spies like us.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's correct.
Steph Wilson covered. Violet like
So, yeah.
us. Nice like Violet.
Right.
Yeah.
So Jim, do
Yeah,
you
I
just
don't
add?
get- right.
Do you just add anybody
Chuck, are you
who?
on Instagram?
No.
Wait, what?
December, you on Instagram?
Yeah. Yeah.
Chuck
hang
said
on.
What I
something,
can't
but then he
understand about
froze.
Instagram is how
I'm on your
literally can get-
Instagram, Steph.
That's right.
Yeah. I just
What did
I
you
never
say?
get on it
Inappropriate?
really.
Yeah, I hardly go on there, but it's just so weird. It seems to go in waves where suddenly you're getting like 50 or 60 followers a day, and then all of a sudden it stops. And then you go for a while with almost nothing. And then again, it exponentially takes off.
I
I'm trying
don't
to
know,
figure out
like
how this thing works.
I have no idea. Like I use Facebook way more because I just I feel more comfortable using it. It makes more sense to me than Instagram because it's like I don't know how to share anything on Instagram.
You can't share anything on Instagram. It's just I like it, I comment on it. That's all it is.
Oh,
Here's a
okay.
picture
Yeah,
of the food I ate for dinner. Hashtag food, hashtag dinner, hashtag Instagram.
Like I'm barely even on Twitter anymore because Twitter has started to like piss me off. It's just people bitch about everything on Twitter,
That's
and it's
on
just
every social media.
well, like
Yeah,
I've
but
just
Twitter-
actually been getting better on Twitter.
It's like that on Facebook. So I'm just more on Facebook lately because people will like do a drawing and share that, and I think that's a more positive message.
I mean, really, all
Twitter, it's just like let me bitch about something and 180 characters. It's like I have better stuff to do than that. And if I want to tweet about something, then I'll hop on there really quick and tweet like, "Hey, this is where my writing is." That's cool. But other than that, it's like Facebook. People like I have more of a fan base, I guess, on Facebook anyway, from wrestling days, and then from comics. It's like it's more up there on there too. So.
Well, all social media is what you make it. So if you have a shitty feed, it means you've friended up with shitty people. Just cut them out and replace them with better people.
Cut them out.
Start cutting.
Yeah, just start cutting. And,
Chuck, what were you saying earlier?
I was saying that, like, I was asking, do people actually cultivate their feed? Because what I end up doing is I'm always, whenever anyone tries to friend me, because I don't actually friend a lot of people, I look and just, do you have anything to do with comics? Do we have anything in common at all? No. Fuck you, bye. You? No. Fuck you, bye. You? Oh yeah, okay. And so I try to, and then every once in a while I'll look and I'll be like, oh, that person said something douchey. Let's check out their wall. Oh, cool. They're a piece of shit. Yep. Bye. So yeah.
No, I do that, but like sometimes on Facebook, it's really weird. They'll have like really bad like stuff on their wall, and they'll say like really crappy things, and then it turns out like they went to a whole bunch of shows that like way back in wrestling days, and it's like I feel like really bad turning away any fan like regardless of their reviews and stuff, and I'm like I don't know if I can do it or not.
No, if somebody friend requests me and I look at their profile, first thing I do is I click on their profile picture. I go to their profile, and like Chuck said, I just scroll up. If I see negativity, if I see misogyny, if I see all they're posting is political rants, and look, I don't have a problem with somebody expressing a political view, but if the only thing you're doing is sharing other people's political views on your feed without actually saying something, like if you want to say something political, great. But if you're just taking some fake news site's post about politics and putting it on your page as if it's yours, get the hell out of here. I'm automatically deleting you. Because all you're doing is trying to create some sort of excitement on your feed by using other people's crap. So you're obviously not interested in comics. So the only reason you're friend requesting me is because I have 5,000 friends. Well, get the hell out of here. I don't need that.
Yeah, also, man,
elitist. That's such an elitist attitude.
They should have some kind of fucking personality. Like, I mean, they have to have something else on there that makes you go, "Oh, this person might be interesting." Fine.
Yeah, it wasn't so much that. It's like they're fans from way back in the day, and then like as recent things happen, like then you see like who they really are, kind of thing, and then it's like, oh shoot, that kind of thing. It's like, oh boy.
The worst part is,
which is fine, but then they keep escalating, and then it's like it kind of takes over any kind of personality that they might have had, and then it's like, oh boy.
The worst part is when someone adds you, and then they get offended by something you post. You're like, oh, I didn't. Why are you posting this adult stuff? It's like, motherfucker, that's what I do, and you were the one who fucking added me, motherfucker. I don't know who the fuck you are, god damn it. And they're like, oh, well, I don't like this. Like, well, why'd you fucking add me? If you don't fucking know me, like, either you've seen my stuff and you want to know more about it, or you're friends with me from the past, you're in the Navy, you went to high school with me, you went to military academy with me. But no, they fucking add you because, oh, well, they got mutual friends and all these comic guys. I'm just going to add this guy. I get fucking guys who add me. They're like, oh, check out my fucking life selfie. It's like, I don't buy comics. I make fucking comics. And like, then I show them my books and they're like, that's cool, but it's not my style. It's like, why the fuck did you add me if you don't fucking want to talk to me about stuff, that we're mutual interests? But that's my
does this upset you in some way, Jim?
It really pisses me off because I add people because I assume they're trying to contact me, and they're not. And they just, when I send a message to every motherfucker that adds me on Facebook, and I say, hey man, thanks for the ad, and I'm hoping that initiates a conversation. And then if they reply with a fucking like, I fucking lose my shit because I don't know who the fuck you are, and you just reply with a ding, thumbs up,
2008 shit. That's the exact same stuff they did in MySpace 2008. Hey, thanks for that.
I hate it. That's one thing I hate about social media. It's like, I don't know this guy. I'm just going to add him.
Actually, you know what pisses me off more than that, though? is when somebody adds you, and then you're like, oh, you check out their feed and everything. You're like, oh, okay, all right, I'll add you. You go to add them, they're like, they're already at 5,000 friends.
Yeah.
Then what
yeah.
the fuck are you
What
doing
the
bugging
fuck?
me for, asshole?
I got 4,099
Holy shit.
friends. I'm gonna add 20 people, and then only one. There could be only one that can add me.
No, you can't be that special. Bye.
I hate that. I hate it.
Yep.
5,000. Also, why is it 5,000? Why is 5,000 the limit? I'm sure like there's motherfuckers out there like fucking Joe Rogan that's got more than 5,000 friends.
No, that's because he has an actual fan page. So pages are different. Pages
Yeah,
you can
yeah,
have
set up
millions of
fan page.
people. Yeah, that's where they
Yeah,
make their
Jim.
money. Get your shit together.
I look. I've been drinking a little bit tonight. I
Oh,
went
have
on
you?
rant.
But man,
I
is he
apologize
passionate
for the
about
rant.
fake friend thing.
What stuff?
No, Chuck, he's so passionate about the fake friend thing. I go with Chuck's reasoning. If I go to your page and you love bird watching, and I see posts about bird watching or something, or whatever it is that you are on Facebook about, and you want to be friends, I'm fine with that. If you're like a legitimate person, I don't care what you don't have to just be in comics or art. Just so long as you're a legitimate person and you're asking to be friends, and I look at your posts and they look real, and you seem to, fine, I'll accept your friend request. I'm not, as long as you're not mean or something like that, I'm cool with that. You don't have to like comics. But if somebody like is fake friend requesting me, I don't get as upset as Jim about it. Jeez.
I don't know, man. It just it annoys the hell out of me. It's like, what in your right mind would you think? I'm just gonna add this guy. Like, you should know better.
Just
if you don't know the
block
person,
them. Delete them.
and they don't talk to me. They just reply with likes.
I think
Jim,
that Jim's issue is similar to mine. It's not that the people are there. It's that they want to friend you up, and then you post something and they either lose their shit, or in my case, what I hate the most is I'll friend somebody and 30 seconds later I'll get an invite to their group. I'm just like,
oh,
right
fuck.
there, buddy. That's a 30-second friend, and you're out the door. You're gone. And at no point have I ever done that and actually gotten rid of somebody, and then they've come back and been like, "Oh, I'm sorry," like nothing. Yeah. It's always just clearly they just
move on.
Group. Yeah.
It's like some Doctor Who guy added me, and they invited me to Doctor Who. It's like, Doctor Who gives a fuck, because I hate Doctor Who, and it's like, I don't want to be in your fucking Doctor Who group. Fuck off.
So let's talk about Doctor Who.
Guy invited me to
What's your
join-
favorite Doctor?
It's not.
Somebody invited me to join a beef jerky group today. Like, I'm like, why?
Well, what's the problem?
How is this even? Where on my post does it say anything about that?
What are you, a vegan, Steph?
I don't know what the problem is.
Get in that group.
Yeah, like shit. Send me an invite.
That's
I know, right?
We all know what that's from, Steph.
I love the idea of beef jerky. It's just too damn expensive.
Yeah, but what's even worse than that shit?
To a Slim Jim.
It's fried leftover meat. How come it's so damn expensive?
Because they had to pay Macho Man a lot of money in the 90s to market it as something.
Yeah, that advertising wasn't cheap.
4 ounces. Of meat.
It's all marketing. It's just marketing.
It is. It is.
Happened to Slim Jim.
4 ounces of flavored beef, and they're charging them.
It's hard to get people to like your page and follow. It's been an uphill struggle getting people interested. But in the same token, I like having the close-knit people that are supporting me.
You're a writer, right?
Hey, I'm a writer, not a reader.
Oh, I'm sorry. I assumed the two were mutually exclusive.
Mr. Editor.
I'm so glad I don't work for you.
Oh, you would have so many edits.
Why does this chick have 3 nipples on one breast? No, but you know what's the worst thing is somebody adds you, somebody tries to add you and you're like, oh, okay, they seem genuine, whatever. You add them and immediately you get the fucking Kickstarter link. It's like, yeah. Seriously? You couldn't even say hi. You didn't even try to oil me up or nothing. You just slipped it in. Oh, fuck you.
Yeah.
You just went right in there, raw dog, didn't you?
Those are all kind of interesting complaints, but like the one that I had that kind of bothers me is like this was more when I was actively wrestling. I would get a friend request and I would accept it just like thinking it was a fan. And then immediately I would get like, can I buy your used
Oh no!
Can I, like,
no.
yeah, can I sniff something that
Really?
you've owned like that? So when you guys are telling me like, oh, I don't know you, or I'm getting links, I'm like, that's pretty tame compared to some of the requests I've gotten.
Hell,
Now,
I wish
December,
someone
what do
would
you
add
do
me
when you
to
got those
pay me
requests?
money for stuff like that. I'd make a killing.
I'm sorry you have
I've
to deal
been
with that,
told-
hon. That's
I've been
some
told that.
toxic bullshit.
Now I'm not
sucks.
judging. I'm just saying that immediately getting a friend request and then like in the same second getting a message, it's just kind of too soon.
Yeah.
Again, not judging. If that's your thing, I
so,
respect that.
So after a couple messages, okay, but that first message, that's a no-no.
Yeah, at least say hi.
To dinner before I'm fucked is what I'm saying.
Hi, and can I get? By the way, like my page, and can I get?
And can I get
First,
some?
All right, guys,
like
you
my
gotta
page.
Oh, that's fucking funny. I'll tell you what.
I'm giving up on you. It's a bummer we didn't get to all hang out though.
No one's given up on Jim yet, so you're probably safe.
Yeah, that's a good
Hey.
point.
Wait.
Yeah.
God.
Really?
Or they
Yeah,
did.
video
No.
calls. Wendy's
That's
right.
fucked up.
When that should not be allowed. That should be like somebody should not be allowed to video call you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Without making some sort of arrangement. Because all of a sudden my phone will ring and I'm like, the hell is this? Some random person.
I've
video
like
calling?
accidentally pressed the button, but like in the same thing, I've like shut it off immediately too. That's like just an
I
accident.
hate
So.
that.
It's like I called you. It's like, I know. I watched it ring. I didn't answer it.
Has anyone ever taken a video call?
I have with
Yeah.
Phil.
No.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I have, but not unsolicited. So obviously,
Okay.
like from
I
I get
take 'em.
clients and whatnot all the time, but not just like from some fucking rando. No.
Yeah, my family will call me. I'll answer their phone calls every now and then, because I got to keep face with the family. But
I once
Are
got
you
a guy
guys
who
the same way with Messenger? In other words, like people comment on my posts and my feed and stuff like that, and then all of a sudden somebody will send me a message in Messenger, and I'm like, yeah, there you go. Lewis always wants to call me, and I'm like, people don't talk on the phone. This is 2020. We don't talk.
2020, who picks up the phone anymore?
Yeah.
Like, right? Who calls? And so Lewis is like, "Oh, I'll give you a call." I'm like, I don't answer my phone. Like, it's like, why are you texting me? No, don't call me.
Steph, is that because you're being an elitist as well?
No, I just don't. The funny thing is, I'm not the most tech savvy person in the world. When I get onto a technology, whatever it is, like Messenger, Facebook Messenger, when I start using some of these things, I'm not going back to the old. Like I'm like Chuck. I'm never going to write a paper check. It's just not going to happen. I'm going to e-bank at this point. Everything. I haven't been to a bank in 3 years. I just.
Wow.
I'll scan my check with my phone and stuff.
I use
People want to call me. I'm like, what are you?
I use that call feature on Facebook when I can't get somebody to answer a message. I'll call them because then their computer or their phone will go goofy, and they'll be like, "Tom's calling," and they won't answer, but at least they'll know I'm trying to get a hold of them. So I use it as like an alarm to be like, "Dude, I'm messaging you."
Right.
Like the old MSN Messenger bell.
Yeah, MSN.
Because like you guys, you probably get a ton of messages, so half the time they go ignored. You're right. The video call is a way to wake somebody up that you're trying to get hold of.
That's usually what happens. Is like I'll get like a lot of whatever. I'll get a lot of them, so it's like I'll answer when I'm able to. And my phone lately has been like the battery is draining, so I have to charge it, and it's just usually on the charger and in another area of the house. So it's like I'll just get to it.
I think Jim's going through a blizzard in the freezer.
No, I'm still here. I just I had to lay my phone down on the bar because it's cold. So I gotta cool down the screen.
He's getting another beer.
You got to
the
get
beer,
one of those.
I got the beer. The
you
beer's
got to
not
get
the
one
problem.
of those like blue ice packs and just
I duct tape it.
rubber band it around your
Yeah.
phone.
Yeah, I thought about that.
A fucking phone.
So here's the thing: why can't we add a tier onto his Kickstarter right now to get him a fucking phone?
No, get him a fucking GoFundMe.
Yeah, the GoFundMe.
Give me a new phone
GoFundMe.
or a new freezer when the motor burns out.
Jim, a track phone would be an advantage right now for you. A freaking big button track phone for like $59. There you go.
How are you the millennial of the group sitting there in your fucking freezer chatting with us?
Right?
First off, stop right there. I'm going to stop you right there with that M word that you just said to me.
You're 28.
Look,
You're a millennial.
look,
you can call yourself whatever the fuck you want.
He has a Nokia
First off,
phone.
27 years old.
Nokia phone anymore?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I just want to. I want to educate you here real quick for a second.
Oh,
So,
okay.
Let me tell you what. Yes, they consider me part of the millennial generation. However, when I was 17 years old, I got emancipated. I joined the Navy. Literally 2 years later, when I was supposed to graduate, I was on my second deployment in the United States Navy. I'm not like these fucking keyboard warrior motherfuckers, these fucking piece of shits that bitch about everything and it offends everybody. These post 9/11 people who are born after 2001, I ain't like that fucking generation. If anything, I'm more like, a Gen X or someone who's
no, because you're looking
I ain't
at
no
Gen
fucking
X.
snowflake. I ain't no fucking.
This is Gen
I'm
X.
part of the millennials, but I'm not a millennial.
This is Gen X. You're not going to ever be this.
That's because you're a foot taller than me, Tom. That's not fair.
A foot if you're lucky.
But seriously though, I've done more. I did more in 4 years of my life than these millennials who hide behind their keyboards and post on social media all the time, bitching about stupid shit. Like, oh, they gotta change Splash Mountain. What the fuck? Who gives a shit about Splash Mountain right now? We're in the middle of a pandemic. God damn it.
I am technically called a millennial, but I also don't give a shit about like keyboard warriors and stuff. I also tend to look at the big picture, and I try not to fall into that group, except for like the year I was born. I really don't identify with any of the traits that are exhibited there. At least I hope I don't.
Honestly, it's like a fucking zodiac. Like, it's a joke. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't mean shit, but I love that he snapped about it, because that just was hilarious. I'm not a fucking millennial. I'm a 17. I'm emancipated.
Because literally, I was like a totally Vietnam vet having a flashback, Chuck.
Is that what it is?
He's the same way about social media.
What stretch goals do you guys
so riled up.
I'm telling you, because this generation just fucking irritates the hell out of me. All the bullshit that they have to.
He writes XXX comic books, and he gets riled up about the strangest things.
So Russell asked a really good question, and I do want to remark on that. Russell, look into your book more, and I really like stretch goals that have something to do with your story. So, like a good buddy of mine, Travis Gibb, he's got Broke Down in 4 Dead Bodies. It's all about a car with some dead bodies in the back. And so every one of his stretch goals, as he's gone through his different issues, like one time we got keychain, one time we got a fucking air freshener, one time we got a bumper sticker. And so each time it had something to do, so by the end, your car is all souped up with his shit. So look at what you're doing, and I would do something like that, like have some fun, kind of brand your Kickstarter by doing stretch goals like that.
I love the tarot card
Chuck,
also that Lewis is doing. That's just like awesome.
Chuck, I got a question for you.
Yo.
In your first book, he had a bar, right?
Yeah.
He was running a bar, Belial?
Yep.
Did you do a beer labeled stretch goal?
No, so we were trying to do a beer koozie.
Ah, yes.
Nice.
Or something.
I need one of
Something
those.
on the bar.
Yeah.
A coaster, something.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Bottle opener.
So we were trying to do coasters, and literally we had the coasters set up, everything was good to go, and then the person, I don't know if I'm really allowed to say it, but I apologize, Sean. Sean's girlfriend at the time, she was making the coasters, and there was a really bad split. And so it was like, okay, fuck the coasters. We just have to make this thing happen. So we ended up scrapping that, but we are planning on doing koozies, and that would be really cool. Just to have you like little beer cozy with characters on there. Yeah,
because every Unscripted, I could promote that when I'm drinking my beers.
I would love that. Yeah, I'd be down for that. All 12.
Product placement.
Wait, what'd you say, Chuck?
I said all 12.
All 12.
Yeah.
All 12 beers.
Yes, all 12 in the 12 pack of beers.
You only got a 12 pack?
What am I? What am I? A beer meister?
You're Charlie on Sunny. I drink all the beers.
I drink beer.
Pizza.
Me money, need them now. Give me money. Me need a lot of money. I also drink paint. No. Definitely not. I'm not drunk. I'm sober. Okay.
You're completely
Literally.
Sober.
I could take you. I could drive the Indy 500 right now. If you were to give me a breathalyzer test, if you were to give me a breathalyzer test, I would 100% pass.
I would bet money on that. I would absolutely bet money on that.
I'd be like Dale Earnhardt, freaking bringing in the golden trophy.
Part of your Kickstarter goal?
What's that?
Are you going to have a breathalyzer test as part of your Kickstarter goal?
I am now, and then I'm going to give it to that motherfucker down there.
Dude, I will literally breathalyze myself every episode to prove that. Oh, Lordy. You know, I can't say anything about that. Steph has done the most amazing work for me with Totally Rad Comics, and he's got a lot set up in the future. I love Steph Wilson. Steph Wilson's a great guy.
Yeah, I just sent him my
Nice
exclusive
guy.
contract too, so just gonna wrap all these guys up.
Good call.
No,
You need an editor,
Jim is
homie.
the nicest guy.
Wait, what?
No, I said Jim, you're the nicest guy.
I'm glad somebody
But
thinks.
what's
so.
the but? There's a but coming, right?
Don't ask my ex-girlfriend.
Definitely. No. He's a nice guy. He's just a nice guy. Every time I've had a conversation.
The ellipsis points of doom.
I'm very friendly. I'm easy to get along
Bill,
with.
you guys
It takes a
just
lot
said
to piss me
Bill.
off.
Except for
Bill,
that,
you have
apparently.
anything to say?
Yeah, right. Actually, the first time I met Jim was at a convention, and we got along right away. Like, he hung out with us for a long time. We got along, yeah, like, that, and that was the first time we'd ever met. We didn't even know each other on Facebook. He was a super cool dude. So, in real life, he is a good guy. On here, he might be a bit of a dick. But, I mean,
Only
in
when
real
I
life, he's a
drink,
good
apparently. Only when I'm quote-unquote drunk.
No, Chuck, I think he's a really nice guy, but like all millennials, he's a little touchy. You know,
I mean, he can be-
gets
he's-
defensive.
guy. Yeah, like all millennials, he gets a little spazzy. Yeah. I
No,
get that.
That emo
no.
thing, you know, they get all flustered. You know?
He's a webcam warrior, is what he is, and he's
Oh
just,
my
you know, he's
God. Oh, no.
You know?
Oh. You're lucky. Oh, God. Gosh darn it. I wish there were shows right now just so I could come see you, Chuck.
You know,
Phil's got his snacks ready. He wants to see this happen.
Chuck, you know.
Phil, what are you eating?
millennials are.
What kind of snack are you snagging on tonight on this Saturday night on July 27th, 2020?
Nothing right now. Ever since we went live, I don't like eating while I'm live. But I get up here
Wait, you don't like eating while you're alive? Does that mean you like eating while you're dead?
while I'm live.
Ah, live. Live. Is it live or live?
Yeah,
Road.
he's wasted.
If you spell it out, it's the same word.
Dude, good Black Sheep reference. Oh, shit. Limits. Limits.
Yeah, I don't know how they do things in Buckley, but here we gotta drive the speed limit. You know how fast you were going? 7
5
miles an hour. And normally when I pull people over, they pull onto the shoulder.
They're in the middle of the fucking road. Oh, it's such a good movie.
Yeah.
Oh boy, Chris Farley, too fat to fly.
Actually, it was Kevin Smith who was too fat to fly.
Good catch. I was hoping you'd catch on to that. I'm a huge Kevin
did
Smith
catch
fan. But also, I love Chris Farley.
Yeah. I was alive when he passed away, and that was very sad.
Yeah.
My mother auditioned for SNL. She was actually going to be one of the starting one of the new members with Jimmy Fallon, Horatio Sands, and Chris Parnell. But she decided to raise her kids instead of being on that starting season with those three guys who did nothing of their careers once they went on SNL. But yeah, my mom was actually, she was going to be on SNL, and then that was actually, she met Chris Farley like right before he died.
Oh, wow.
Wait. For what season? What year was that?
1997, 98.
It had to have been
Yeah, you're
97 because
fucking
that's when he
millennial.
died.
Yeah.
Got news for you. You're a millennial.
No, no,
Wow.
Yeah, you freaking are.
no. It says it in my name. I'm Jim E. Noble. There's no millennial in that name.
Millennial.
I'm a noble.
Millennial.
I actually I met Chris Farley in Houston whenever Planet Hollywood was there.
Wow.
Whenever it
Right.
opened.
Remember
And
playing in Hollywood?
yeah, when they did the grand opening, there were several of them that were there. I got to meet Demi Moore. Bruce Willis was not there for that one. Arnold Schwarzenegger was there, and then Chris Farley come up there. He actually did a cartwheel up to the table. Your whole life flashes before your eyes whenever he physically does that in front of you. And then he jumps up and he's like, "Can I freshen your drink for you?" And we're like, "Oh God!" Okay, good. Go to the next one. And he literally like cartwheels and rolls down to the next table, and we're like, "How does he have so much energy?" Well, now we know.
Cocaine.
Yeah.
A fuck ton of cocaine.
Lots of drugs.
Yep.
But that was, I mean, that was the only time we met him. I mean, even from being there and having dinner and everything, he was so busy just jumping around everywhere, and all of a sudden he was just gone. So it was like, where the hell did he go? You know, did he just take off from the restaurant, or where did he go? We had no clue on that.
Wow.
But it was fun. So yeah, he was a force of life. That's for certain.
He was a force of nature, all right.
Well, yeah, like Belushi. Same thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wired beyond belief, but
Definitely. Tom, you are awfully quiet down there.
Because he can't hear us.
Listening to everybody, I'm watching ClickCon stuff. People are asking to get in the group, so I'm just approving people and so on. Working.
Tappity tap.
So what all are you going to be allowing to be shown in the ClickCon group?
In the what?
The ClickCon group that you've got. What all are you going to be allowing to be shown in there?
Oh, well, I don't know. We got like 4 days, dude. I don't have a clue what we're doing yet. We're going to show up. We're going to have 3 people on the screen. We're going to talk about some of the plans that we have, some of the setups, the way it's going to work. A lot of it's going to be, just based off of Wendy's original sort of template, and then we'll expand off of that with 3 people, with 3 characters, with 3 stories, on and on and on and on and on. So, we have a lot of the art already in play. Some of it got teased today. We'll have some more next week, and we'll just kind of keep on rolling. Basically they've been okay with how we do, or how I do, all the teasing, the promo stuff. So they're like, yeah, do however you want to do it. And so we have a plan all the way from July down to launch in September. So, one step at a time.
And at the same time, you get your Kickstarter that'll be coming out in July, is it, for Critter?
July 18th.
Yeah.
July 18th.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we'll be starting to do a lot of promo on that right around July 1st too. We'll go really heavy on all of that.
Chuck, just to let you know, if you want to start off into the Big Dog Inc. stuff and looking into that, whatever, get Critter.
Okay.
No, Chuck.
Okay.
Based on what you're writing, you need to be in Penny for Your Soul. You need to be starting with Penny for Your Soul.
Tom, what would you recommend for me?
Haircut?
Therapy.
Wait a minute. You're telling me to get a haircut?
Yes.
Jim, read Penny for your soul.
You got to shape it somehow, man. It's not length, it's shape.
I didn't style it tonight because I was just so busy. I was so excited that I had to talk to Phil and tell him about my amazing day. Isn't that right, Phil?
Style my hair. What the hell?
Yeah, both of them. Both of those hairs.
I guess I could wear a hat.
Do what? Oh, you got a hat over there.
There we go.
Oh, oh, there you go.
There
You look like that kid from The Sandlot.
I know, right? That's better.
There you go.
Now you look like a millennial.
Oh, motherfucker. Now I look like a veteran. Oh, wait, I am. 4 years.
He needs a beanie.
I used to be on submarines. 150 dudes come down. 75 couples don't come up.
I think so too, Lewis.
I'm
about to throw something up. Jim's about to throw up. I thought he was. Oh, I thought he said I was about to throw down. I misread that. Oh God.
No, throw out.
I'm not gonna throw up. What am I? I don't mix alcohol, so you can't throw up if you don't mix alcohol.
Oh, is that
We've
how
seen
it works?
happy drunk. We've seen angry drunk. Throwing up is next.
No. Fun drunk. No, I'm a fun drunk. I'm not angry drunk. I tell you what. Wait, hold on. Stop. You're trying to convince me I'm drunk. I'm not drunk. I'm sober.
He's a confused drunk.
Spoken like a millennial.
Confused drunk.
Right, he's at that point. Right.
So
he's not completely wasted. He's like, is that my beer or your beer? Kind of drunk, you know?
no, I'm straight edge sober.
You're not straight edge right now. We've already seen the alcohol.
Good point, Russell.
Yeah,
Something is wrong with the brim of that hat.
I know. Look, no, because the phone is like right here. So I'll just take the hat off.
Yeah, but what do you have? Like, do you have like a
What?
convex lens on your phone? Why is it doing that? Mine, I don't know.
Yeah, he's
My
doing
hat's
the
not doing that.
fisheye lens.
I don't have a fisheye
He's
lens.
doing a fisheye lens, right?
What am I, the Beastie Boys? I'm fucking MCA, Mike D, and fucking Ad Rock.
Ad Rock.
Jim is totally so. See, Scott gets it. That's why I like Scott, because Scott gets it.
I'm pretty sure he's laughing like 4 times afterwards a lot.
Yeah.
No,
I got
he's
sarcasm.
crying. He's crying to the side 4 times. He's
Scott,
crying.
Drunk people don't get sarcasm.
Scott, how's Peppermint doing?
Wait, what was that, Steph?
I said drunk people don't get sarcasm.
Yeah, and I get your sarcasm. So I mean, that means I'm not drunk.
December,
Actually, I don't think he was sarcastic yet.
Oh,
He might not get sarcasm because he's a millennial. That goes right over the head.
December, what were you
Come
asking?
on, it's better than free.
Oh, I asked Scott how Peppermint was doing. His dog wasn't feeling too good, so they had to take her into the emergency room.
Well, that's sweet of you to ask.
Peppermint.
Well, I mean,
we
it
got her
was
home,
it
though.
was pretty serious, and like we all have critters, and when they like they're our children, so when they get sick like that, it's pretty, you know.
I thought I saw they
chatted
brought her
with-
back. Yeah, okay.
Oh, that's awesome!
Yeah,
Is she
Oh,
wearing the cone of
Way to
shit?
go, Scott.
The
She
last
hates the
time that I
cone
saw a
shape.
picture of her,
She's
she had
unhappy
the
about
cone
that.
on, so I wanted to know if she was doing okay without the cone or if she still
She's
had that.
she
I'm
hates
glad
the
she's
cone.
better.
But she's eating more. She's eating more, so that's a good sign.
That's cool. Yeah, I mean my dog here is Satan. So like I'm glad that people have dogs that are not Satan.
Is it Satan or Satan?
Beelzebub, like any
Belial.
variation you can call
Belial,
dog is
thank
Satan.
you. Shameless plug.
Oh,
Lou,
yeah.
Lou Schaefer.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, if you haven't read Belial, you need to get it. It's worth it.
Chuck,
I do
I
appreciate
want to
it.
get it.
send me a book.
We're gonna get you one. We're gonna get you one.
Hook a brother
All
up.
right, all right.
I mean,
I'll
you
send you
know,
one of my books.
the name is here with Demon Phil, so I love the flipping book.
Here, Chuck, this is Penny for Your Soul right there.
Oh, there
Let's
you go.
let's do
wow.
it.
Yeah, look
Yeah.
at that sweet ass cover.
Yeah, Tom, let's do a trade out. I'd love that.
That's not the
Tom's
best.
like,
picture so
fuck
cover. I
you.
happen to know a better one.
December has the one you're talking about,
Which one?
Yeah,
the penny cover.
better.
Oh, this one.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. I saw that. Yeah. I like that one.
The
The
monorail
monorail?
cover.
This is the
That's the rare
this is the
monorail
one
cover.
where
Monorail.
Mono.
this is the first cover I did for Tom, where I knew nothing about the character, right? And so Tom said, I said, so tell me something about the character, whatever. Oh, she likes cowboy hats. She likes motorcycles. She's a bit of a, it gives me this list of all these character traits. So I draw 5 pictures. He goes, yeah, go with that one. No cowboy hats, no motorcycles, no nothing. Like, what the hell was I drawing motorcycles for?
That's why you do roughs.
I mean, you're drawing elaborate motorcycles. He's like, yeah, no, forget that idea. Forget that idea. Forget that idea. I'm like, son of a bitch.
What I'm looking for
I'm
is
like, these comics
monorails.
always going to be this way?
He just saw the Simpsons episode about the monorails. Give him the monorail.
Dude, I did too.
So, whenever Steph sends me roughs, it's usually that rough becomes the cover. I never say no.
Jim's a good guy with that. Yep.
I make his job as easy as possible. I go, yep.
Oh, you're
That's
doing
the
it wrong.
cover.
No, you're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong.
No. He's doing it
You don't
right.
want him to walk, do you?
He had it on the last cover that Steph did. It was
Jim's doing it right. Sometimes
Yes.
the idea
Nice.
is just good. There's
See?
no way that's not a great idea.
Hell yeah. Hold on.
I just ordered that from him, Steph.
Isn't that fantastic? I love
It
that
is.
one.
I just ordered that from Jim.
There it is. And then he did a cool thing where he did speckle foil on everything but her. So she just pops out. Really cool.
Yeah, like that's the one that I got from him, and it looks amazing.
And I'm not saying I get it right the first time, every time. Tom just likes to make me draw roughs. Let's face it.
Oh, God.
Listen, all of those roughs just pad your you can just send those to other
Jim, do
companies.
not lose your balance.
Like,
Are you okay?
here's-
I know. I was like,
Here's these
I
5
gotta
covers.
sit down.
I can't complain. I sell all of them. So.
Yeah,
The Blue
exactly.
Eyes is hitting me hard. Jesus. Gotta
And
sit
then
down.
the last one you did, there was only one small edit, so you're getting right there.
I know that was weird. But you know what? I haven't done the background yet. You'll change like 16 things on there.
Well, yeah, that's that. Yeah, well, based on what you have to draw for the background, yeah, that's going to take a few. Swap that out.
Oh, yeah.
Are you talking about the goth cover?
No, that's done. That's done.
Okay,
That's
so you're talking about something else.
Now, the
Okay.
one we're working on now, I haven't done the background yet, so there's going to be a lot of edits.
Okay.
That goth cover is the shit, Steph. It's
Isn't it
awesome.
cool?
Yes,
It did
it's
come out
like
cool.
that's like one of my favorite ones here. Yes, there it is.
Yeah, I've seen that
Tom.
one.
That's hot.
How much is that? Do you still have those?
I do.
How much?
$30.
I'll
Did you
take
get
it.
that one, December?
Claim. I claimed
Oh
it.
hell yeah! I got
Claim it
that
now.
one too, Steph.
Claim.
Does
First
it-
to claim.
Does it look good in person? Because I haven't got my.
Oh
copy.
no, I don't have one in person yet.
No,
okay.
we haven't shipped them yet because the foils, when we counted all the foils in, the foils were all jacked up from shipping. So the foils are
Okay.
all being reprinted and sent to us. That way we can send it all together. So they'll be going
Okay,
out later
gotcha.
this week.
Hey Tom, like
Okay.
with the foils, do you have extra of those?
No.
Do you have the
Well-
jacked up ones?
I will say that we overprinted because in case of shipping damages and so on. So when they're all shipped out, there might be a handful of extras. Plus, this guy. How do I do this? This guy, him, Steph. He'll have
Yeah.
his comps if he ever decides to sell comps. But they were printed to order. Those and the graphite covers were printed to order. So there's going to be very, very, very few leftovers when they're done.
No, I understand that. I just like the more I thought about it, I was like, I kind of have like buyer's remorse on not getting one. So if you come across one that doesn't have a home, just keep me in mind.
Well, once they're all shipped out, anything that's left will probably appear on the Doghouse. So,
okay, cool.
But that'll be a couple of weeks because we're not going to do a show on Wednesday, so it'll be a couple of weeks before we even do a live selling show again. So a couple of weeks, it'll all be shipped out, and I'll see what's left. Otherwise, you might have to just go see Steph and pry one out of his hands.
He doesn't sell his, but thanks anyway.
Well, he will, but he sells them. He says he sells them at shows. But since there's no shows, it's like who knows? Maybe he'll put a store up somewhere and throw those things on there.
Speaking
of Steph Wilson covers, there is a Buku Comics cover that's coming very soon for Totally Rad Comics. Right, Steph?
Yes, there is.
And what is on that cover?
I'm not saying. That's not my job.
You can say it.
Oh, I can say it?
Yeah.
It's Violet.
What's the theme? What's the theme?
Circles?
A woman with boobs.
Bubbles. It's bubbles.
Boobs.
You know where I'm getting at. It's
Millennials?
Hardcore nudity.
It's Ghostbusters.
Yes, there we go. Busting it.
Which was fun because I got to draw a Slimer and I got to draw
Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Guy.
Yeah. I ain't afraid of no ghost.
Steph had a cover.
I've been working with
Steph had a cover set for Jesse James Comics that sold out the first night he put them out.
Yep.
Which one?
Yeah, the Binge Bar.
Yep.
It
was a Penny for Your Soul cover, yeah.
Oh, yes. I saw that one. Yes.
Wow.
That was the one where you couldn't get in the group and people were trying to get in the group, right?
Yeah, you had to be part of Jesse's the Seat Comic Shopping Network to be able to claim them.
Right.
Right.
And then they went live, in the evening show, and they were gone by the end of the show.
Yeah, Buku Comics. That's Joe Massimo. He's on the Comic Shopping Network. Technically, he's the first cover of mine that was ever done. Was a Hardly Thin for him.
And that cover was the first cover I saw of yours, and I was like, I need to get this guy to do Totally Rad Life of Violet.
Really? Yeah, because Ron Zabala asked me for a cover, but never did it, never printed it. And then Joe asked me for a cover and actually printed it. And right after that, CV Zane asked me for a cover. But Joe is technically the first person to put me on a book. Yeah. He's a nice guy. Another nice guy. If you can ever work with him.
Absolutely. Yeah. Great guy.
Yeah, you're going to have tons of fun, Jim, because he gets excited about, retailer variants and stuff. He's fun. He's a lot of fun to work with. So
we have like 4 covers that we're planning on already.
That's the way he is. He's like you. He gets excited, And
I love it.
Joe has a Princesses versus Zombies cover coming too.
Really?
Oh, really? Oh, that's cool. He was saying about getting a BDI cover. I don't know why.
Well, he's done a couple of pennies already, but
right.
Since we just did Princesses, he was like, "Can I do a Princess one?" I'm like, "Yeah, you can do it. Go ahead."
Cool.
Who's the artist that did the cover? Can you say, or
got to talk to him? That's his info.
Yeah.
Me and him.
Once I get the go ahead from him, I can tell people, but otherwise it's all him.
Tom, what we should do, we should convince him to do a variant for our toaster book.
Totally Rad Penny for Your Soul,
or Totally Rad Toaster, or Totally Rad Big Dog Toaster.
It needs, what it needs? It needs Steph. It needs a toaster, and then Egos have to come out of the top, so he gets.
Steph, right? Steph, can you do that?
That's your toasties right there.
Exactly. And if you position it just right, it could look like boobs.
Yes.
It's all about it's perspective.
Steph at badcarry.com. You got to do it. I'll send you the money on PayPal tomorrow morning. Just remind me. I'm all for it. I want the sexy toaster variant. The Steph Wilson toaster.
Don't you need a book?
I got the book. Me and Tom are working on it already. We have it written out. Right, Tom?
Oh, it's written.
It's plotted.
Yes, it's very plotted. That's writer's code for we haven't even started yet, but we know where it's going. Someone is asking $7.99 for Steph's Hardly Thin cover on. Wow, woo! That's a lot of money.
For an artist print, they're not going to get that. They're not going to get that.
What do you think they'll get, Steph?
Though the $500 all cover set on Wendy's thing sold. So,
Steph, what's the most expensive cover that you've done?
Huh? Expensive?
Yeah, the most expensive. Yeah.
Lewis had the most expensive regular cover. I think that was like $45 or something like that.
No, but on resale, like on secondary
cover?
market.
Oh, I got you. I have no idea. I've been on $100 books, metal books, that kind of stuff.
Wow.
I don't pay attention to it.
Yeah, I'm worried.
Like a jeweled lenticular metal version, Steph?
What's that?
A jeweled lenticular metal version?
No lenticulars yet.
Lenticulars are kind of tricky.
I'll tell you this, Steph. Because I watch eBay and stuff all the time.
Right.
Your penny covers, almost any BDI covers, but your penny covers from Jesse James, they have not appeared on eBay. Those are in people's collections, and they have not come out.
Wow.
On the other covers, like the Hardly Thin, or was it Hardly Thin?
Right.
And the Lady Death, like those are getting flipped. Right. Like people are buying them to flip them. Your penny covers have vanished. They are in people's collections.
I don't think people thought they were going to be as big as they were. Like, I mean, they weren't huge. It's not like it's, David Harrigan or something like that. But 50 of them, and then the 50 were gone and disappeared, like you said. And I think people went, wow, this, because they printed more of the Harrigans and he sold more. But it's like, wait, there's only 50 of this. And I've got one of the 50. You're not going to flip it right away on eBay. You're going to wait to see what happens.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, y'all, we've been on here for a while with this and everything. We're fixing to go ahead and get ready to shut this thing down for the evening, but I appreciate everyone being here tonight. We've had a blast, had some fun.
Woo!
We've proven that Jim is a millennial, which is great, so that was even more fun.
We learned that Jim is a millennial.
Exactly. In fact, I think I may change his name to that next time, since now on StreamYard
do that.
I can actually change his name.
Jim E. Millennial.
Jim E. Millennial.
I will no longer be on Unscripted. This is my final episode. It was fun while it lasted. 8 episodes. I made it. It was good knowing y'all. You'll find me at Totally Rad on Totally Rad Comics on Facebook.com.
Totally Rad Millennial.
Nice.
Well, that's gonna be great whenever he has the Millennial Edition.
No.
But thank y'all very much for being here. We had a blast with this, and we'll definitely be doing this again. I will not be having Unscripted next week because it being 4th of July and everything. I started thinking about it. I don't want to have a show. Everybody can go out and barbecue and do whatever they're going to do and everything. Be there with their families. Take the weekend off.
Nice.
So I can take the weekend off?
Yes.
Probably.
All right.
Preparing for the weekend.
You can drink. Oh wait, you're already doing that.
Hey, I'm 12 steps ahead. It's a 12-step program, right?
Chuck, I'm gonna message you about Belial. I gotta get that book.
Yeah, please do. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yes, Chuck, I also need to message you about your book and get your book.
Yes, sir.
Same
I
here.
can do that.
Yep. In December, I got to
get thank you. That's
your book too.
Yeah, thank you guys. That's awesome.
Tom disappeared.
You think Phil would have provided us with free copies for coming on the show?
You would think, man. He's got them.
Yeah. Freaking Moneybag Demon Phil, who's the creator of Comics and More New Jersey.
Mr. hangs out with Brian Polito all the time.
Oh yeah, I got Brian Polito on my show, and next week I got the inker Scott Hanna. I mean, obviously he's up there. He's got them guests. He's got guys like me. I'm a guy like me on his show.
Everybody, welcome Todd McFarlane to Comics and More.
I wish.
Todd McFarlane, Rob Michaels, Jack Kirby, Stan Lee, Steve Ditko.
Todd McFarlane's going to come in and he's going to sit right on Phil's lap, and then they're just going to talk like this back and forth.
You see, Phil, when I created Spawny back in 1991, it wasn't a ripoff of the Prowler from The Amazing Spider-Man. Fun fact. Look it up. Definitely.
Russell wants to get Belial as well.
Oh,
yes, sir. All right, I can hook you guys up. No issue.
Hook me up, Chuck.
Dude, I hope you're selling these books, charging for these.
Yeah, absolutely.
Charging.
Yeah,
I'll give you a credit card I found on the ground. If it goes through, then hey, I got a Belial book.
I don't give a shit where you get the money from. I'm fine with that.
Chuck, you got me, you got Jim, you got December. That's 3 plus Russell.
It's looking good. Plus Russell.
That's
good night, Tom.
Want to buy your book. That's more of a lift than Phil has ever had on
Night,
the show.
Tom.
I know. That's a big deal. I honestly, I really appreciate it, guys. You guys are amazing.
I mean, Phil sometimes only has 4 viewers. Let's face it. So,
and I'm one of them.
It's true.
Just kidding you, Phil.
Hell, wait. We got 4 people right here already. We are the 4 viewers. We are like the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. For Demon Phil.
No, not the movie kind.
No.
Woo!
All right. Thank y'all again very much. And y'all be safe out there.
Have a howdy do and enjoy your Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
Have a great weekend, guys. Stay safe.
Thanks for watching.